What's up? Welcome back to the Section 10 Podcast, episode 573, presented by Underdog Fantasy. It is the home of your 68 and 57 second place Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carrabis, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Jake Yazzie. Fuck yeah, Jake. Yeah, he's behind the scenes tonight. He's I think he's on mobile, so that's why he didn't have his laptop. But a big fuck yeah from Jake. A big fuck yeah to everyone who bought Section 10 merch on section10merch.com. That's pretty big. We're happy with it. We're trying to get T. We're trying to get T out the ghetto, right?
Trying to get him a yacht. He wants a yacht.
Yeah, he wants that.
Out
he
the
wants
kayak.
that. You want that that boat crash money is what. See, that's something that I don't think Coley and Steve, they don't know what that's about.
They
don't. You do?
Yeah.
That was
from
on
you guys, yeah.
Well, do you remember the origins of it?
No, I remember you referencing it.
Okay, so on an episode where we had Tyler give his top 10 business ideas to Pat Light.
I'm already laughing. Yeah.
One of his business ideas was, what was it? Like you pay someone to like crash a boat, like fake your death for like an insurance fraud or something like that?
Yeah, essentially it was an insurance fraud scheme where we were going to go attack people with bigger boats to pull in money. I think I saw a news story at the time of someone who had tried and failed it, but I felt like I could be the one to actually pull it off.
You pitched piracy, literal piracy.
I think we were going to rent boats and then we were going to just cause them to explode like through different circumstances on the water.
Yeah.
I like how you said we, like this wasn't just you.
I don't have the money to front this operation. So Jared and Pat at the time were the investors. It was like Shark Tank.
Yes, it was Shark Tank with Tyler Milliken ideas, and that spawned the term boat crash money. Like, it was very expensive to pay Tyler to pull this off. So it's like, oh, you don't have boat crash money.
Right.
Yeah, like that's like Jake has boat crash money.
Oh, he's got it times 10. My God.
Yeah. Like Julio Rodriguez, he's got boat crash money. Roman Anthony now probably has boat crash money.
A couple.
Yeah.
Not too many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at least he could pull it off. But yeah, section10merch.com. We appreciate everyone sending us the slips. We'll always repost if you show us what you got. Should I point out one of the plans at least?
I think you should, because this is one of the best plans you've ever come up with, and I love it.
I was cooking this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was cooking this past weekend. Yeah,
you'll do this in silence, by the way. A lot of times Jared will do this behind the scenes. He won't mention it at all, and then he'll drop the bomb, and you're like, oh, this guy's been cooking out here.
Yeah, I've been cooking. So I think what I wanted, this is where my brain went this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do merch drops every month on the 10th. Do you want to know why, Steve?
Can I answer this?
Yes.
It's because it's Section 10, the number
Section
in the
10.
show.
Section 10. So I think, we're going to be in the lab trying, like, I don't want to put out shit just to put out shit. So like maybe 1 month there's 5 items. Maybe 1 month there's just 1, like maybe that's like the best that we could do. Like, we're not trying to we don't want to drown you with items just because,
a poop emoji with a Section 10 logo on it. We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that. So I mean, I would say that
well.
The quantity might vary. But I think it would be cool to do a merch drop on the 10th every month. But yeah, that's one of the things that we talked about. There's other ideas that I want.
There was another one. Can you say the other one? You can't say the other one. The other one was my favorite one.
Which one?
There was one with an item specifically that was my favorite.
Yeah. So we're still working on finding how we're gonna do this because baseballs, you're never gonna believe it, pretty expensive depending on the ball. Yeah. but we're going to get to a point where if you hit a certain threshold of dollar amount, that we'll put Section 10, like we're gonna find like we're gonna put like a Section 10 logo on a baseball, and then we'll have everyone on the podcast sign it. And then Coley had the idea. Actually, I didn't even tell you guys this one. Coley had the idea of having a gold ball, like one of one. So it's like
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Kind of, yeah.
There you go, T.
So is it like, would you want to
movie.
do, would it be like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was allergic
movies.
to chocolate growing up, so it was very traumatizing.
Hey, that's not their fault.
Would it be like one gold ball a month, or just one a year, or like one ever?
Well, I
Because I
kinda
feel
like
like if you
a-
get
a
the gold
month.
ball, it's like, what if it means something? What if you
Month is, I think, too short. But go ahead, Steve.
I was gonna argue if we're up T.
What happens if it's like a golden ticket to come to a live stream, like one of the ones we do? It would
That's
be a
at my
lot
house.
bringing them to
Yeah,
your
yeah,
house.
it's at my house. Yeah.
Steve.
Steve?
All right. So what I was thinking here, since we're keeping this 10 theme going, is 10 golden balls a year. And then people like saying that they got the ball, and maybe those 10 people are invited to a special Section 10 event.
Oh, like go to a
Either like
game
VIP
or-
access, or like we
Yeah.
do the rocket box for these people. I'm just saying, floating that out
Steve
there.
sucks your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
at the end, obviously, we make out. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
to be expected. I didn't even think I had
Yeah.
to say that. I thought that was clear.
Right.
Coley.
Yeah. I like that. Cool.
So a logistical issue I see with the one of one game is it's hard to do 10 one of one things.
Mm-hmm.
This is
One of
fair.
10,
This
though.
can be a 10 of 10. Yep.
Sure,
Yes,
which I think is a different thing then. So I think, because I've also said 10 silver. So those could unlock those things. I do feel pretty strongly about one per year.
Yeah. If you get a silver ball, you get to have lunch in the studio at
car.
98.5, the fucking Sports Hub with Tyler Milliken.
I'll take you to the 99. We can go to
Yeah.
the 99 together.
Hey.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, if you
like
get a
that.
silver ball, you go to the 99 with Tyler Milliken. There you go. We'll figure it out. Steven, this is the first podcast back since your birthday, right?
It is. Mm-hmm.
You had a birthday? Yeah, all right.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
there you go.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you,
How about
guys.
it, dude?
Birthday
Yeah,
to
happy
you.
birthday to
Oh,
you.
please. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Tyler?
Thank you.
Steve, are you really 35?
Yeah, 35. Yeah, I'm not
Damn.
40, but I.
I'm sorry. I've been
That's
wanting to do
crazy,
that for a
bro.
while. Keep it
It's
moving.
crazy.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Disrespect. I've been trying to get the balloons. There we go. All right, balloons.
Yeah.
We're here. Where are you going with that, Jerry? I'm a little
so-
scared. What do you got?
Yeah, so here's what I got.
Yeah.
So if you guys recall, my birthday fell on a record night.
Mhm.
And so
Surprise party.
Coley and Train coordinated to have all the fellas show up to the house to do a live podcast from my house after I got back from dinner with Train and the girls and my parents and my sister. So I mean, I don't need things, but like T shows up with toys for Ace. Coley, by the way, I was gonna start like in my office. I have like these shelves, but there's nothing on them because I don't like collect things. But I was like, maybe I'll collect horror figurines. Here comes the McMahon with a Michael Myers figurine from Halloween. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, these are all things that like I actually want. And then fucking here comes Steve. And he's got a bag. And what's in that bag, Steve? It's the jersey that when we were down in Fort Myers, I saw this dude from Montreal?
Yep, from Canada. Correct.
Dude from Montreal, Canada. By the way, I didn't get credit for this. I don't know if you remember this. This is just like good guy Jared shit. He asked me because he I guess in Canada you can't use like a Canadian credit card or something. So he was asking if I could pay for it and then if he could Venmo me it because he was buying a jersey in the store. I just bought it for him.
And you
I
didn't
knew
do
him
it for like the recognition or to mention on the pod. You just
No.
did it out of the kindness of your heart.
Well, we were doing a vlog and it was not.
That is
vlogged.
true. Okay, so
So-
it wasn't on there. So no one
No.
knows about this, and no one's ever going to know about this.
No
is what
one's
you're
gonna
saying?
know about this. I just want
Okay.
to see if did you see that happen?
I didn't see it happen. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
All right, yeah. So that happened. But that gentleman who was wearing the we don't talk about it, but the jersey that I bought for this complete stranger, he was wearing a teal Portland Sea Dogs mesh pullover jersey, and it is a beautiful. I wanted to buy it off his back. I was like, please, but I think it didn't fit. And I remember when we got back from Fort Myers, I went on the Sea Dogs website, sold out. Checked back a few weeks later, sold out. Tried to get in touch with the Sea Dogs. They were like, we can't keep it in stock. We're sorry. And I was like, fuck, because I really want this jersey. Steve Peralt shows up on my birthday. Open up the bag. It's the teal mesh Sea Dogs jersey that I wanted. And that's I know how much like the pullover mesh jerseys go. Like that's like a very generous gift. It is. It is.
I remember you wanted it. I remember how bad you wanted it, so I got it for you.
Wanted it real bad. So Steven celebrated a birthday without us. His birthday was also on a podcast day, and he was like, I'm not doing that fucking whack ass show.
No. But we can go with that.
I think he went back and did the Bregman interview on ITM with Joey Capone.
Yeah, with Joe.
I'm pretty sure.
Shout out Joe.
He did
See
that.
you next episode.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep. Check that out. Download it wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep.
Support the boys. ITM is back. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that. So I was like, you know what? That's fine. Like I got Steve a gift for his birthday, but that he didn't show up to. So that's fine. So this is the first episode that you would have come back since your birthday, and I got you a little something.
Okay, yeah, no, you would let me know ahead of time that you got me something, and then in classic form when we're texting, you normally repeat what you've said. You're like, no, I got you something. I'm like, no, I got you something. Yeah.
I got you something.
And then I'll try to get info. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if you understand. I got you something. I'm like, no, I got you something. Absolutely. Got past that point. Now I'm just thinking, what could this possibly be? And Jared said, this is what you said, Jerry. You said it's not necessarily something you would think you want until you see it. And then you realize, oh, I needed this all along.
Yeah.
Are you going to show it on the show?
Yeah.
I'm very excited. T, do you have any idea what this could be?
No, I'm a little concerned.
Why?
I feel like it could be a weapon.
I'm sorry?
Or something that like detonates and kills you.
I'm sorry, can you try that word again?
Detonates?
The bottom!
Detonates.
How do you say it?
Detonates and his house goes to the bottom.
To the bottom after it detonates.
I'm not sure.
Jared bought me a gift that detonates and blows his house up. That makes sense.
It might already be in your house, Steven. You don't even know.
That's true.
It might just blow up and then you die and we move to the next segment.
That would be kind of brutal if he built this all up of like, thank you for my jersey. Now you're dead. That's your birthday gift. See you later. Detonated.
Game on.
I see.
Do you think we'd still do the rest of the show?
If it's
like you would explode, right?
I would hope so. Yeah.
Your camera would be gone, and then we would just talk about the Marlins.
The Verdugo jersey would be gone. That would be a shame. Jared would hate that.
No, that would be the one thing standing. Everything else would be down except the Verdugo jersey.
This thing's never going down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I said on Saturday, I said Fenway today, and you said, nah, gonna be at Pirates Cove. And I said, when you're done sucking face, I got you a birthday present. And you said it's probably a poop emoji pillow or something. That's what you said.
That is what I said, yeah. I was just goofing. I thought that was funny. But.
Oh, you're just doing a little goofing?
Yeah. It could be anything. I still don't know if it's a good thing or a joke thing yet. I trust you, though. See, Jared's very much like eye for an eye in good and in bad situations.
Correct.
Where you know where he stands on most instances, and you know if you've wronged him. You know if you've righted him. And I know I righted you on your birthday, so I don't think this is a jokey deuce. I think this is actually, oh, damn.
Could be. You want to take it? Do you want to take any guesses?
Well, Tyler's got something that detonates.
You're giving Steve Ace's brother.
I don't think he's giving me a puppy.
Oh, weird.
I mean, though, it kind of fall into like, oh, I didn't know I needed it until I got my own puppy.
Yeah, but you have a dog.
Yeah. Lila, shout out Lila.
Yeah. Shout out Lila.
This would be a younger one.
Yeah. Coley, any guesses? See, Coley, I don't have to like go all out for his birthday because I'll just randomly like
you
giving
just get
cool
him stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
It's typically like, hey, for some reason I bought a 3XL jersey in high school. Do you want it?
Do you want it? But only worn once. So.
No doubt. Yeah.
I've had some good Jerry gifts on a net.
He's a great guy. Listen.
Yeah.
If I
it
had
is
the
when you're clearing
applause
stuff out of the
button,
house. It's like, here you
I
go.
would push it, but I think Jake's got the applause button. Jake, you hit the applause button.
Um.
Wow, thank you. That's just the kind of
That
guy
Menuno
Jerry is.
signed
He
photo.
deserves
I
it.
mean, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, Menunos.
Go it.
Yeah. Go it. What's your guess?
Don't take mine.
A detonator?
No, the puppy.
Detonator
Oh, that would be tough together.
at the bottom.
No, I have no guess.
Steve, do you have a guess?
I mean, this could be anything. Guessing this is like needle in a haystack. I got no idea.
No guess. No one guessed anything besides T.
All right. What would fall under like I didn't know I needed until I saw it? Is it like a poncho?
A poncho.
Classic birthday poncho.
I'm just saying, is it like weather related? Is it something about the segment? I don't know. What is T doing?
wow.
That's a good
Weather
guess.
related
That's how you
would be
hold a
interesting.
puppy.
Yeah. No, it isn't.
The neck goes
Say-
around the thumbs.
Oh.
You're sending him
Poncho's a
back
good
to
guess.
Ireland to do another podcast with the Peralt round table.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
If we're talking about
Worst
when I
vacation ever.
wronged Jared, it was
Worst
being on a
vacation
vacation and
ever.
having Dan and Brian before he did the whole POTY thing is another reason to be like Steve sucks. When I had Dan and Brian on for 3 minutes.
Jared, I
Jared.
see Jared's hands up.
This will remove any. This will remove any questioning of if it was a joke gift or not. I consulted the Dan Peralt on this gift.
Really? Okay,
Yes.
this
Wow.
changes my opinion. I have a feeling this
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yeah,
And
so I
you're
I
doing
was
a whole segment
between-
on it, so I feel like this is a big deal.
Yeah, I was between two
The shark
things.
from Jaws. Here you go.
Yeah, we got him. I
spent $8 million on
They
this.
shut
just
down the
to
Jaws
one-up your
ride
gift.
in Universal. Here's the mechanical shark from the Jaws ride.
Crashes through the wall.
He just comes
Oh!
in right now. Bang! And he's dead. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Can I do a quick story real quick? The quickest story of all time.
Is it about Jaws?
It's about that shark that you just said.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sneaky, one of my favorite Section 10 moments of all time
Yeah.
is when I believe it was me, you, and Coley were joking
Yeah.
about, all right, we're trying to make sure that like the next day, we're trying to test like how much people care about the merch and how much people care
Mhm.
about the show. We're like,
Mhm.
okay, we were just throwing out requests and people would do it immediately. We're like, okay. Let's have somebody on the Jaws ride do like a selfie as the shark's coming out
Yeah.
in the background. Have that to us by tomorrow. By
Mhm.
11 a.m. the next day, somebody had that photo sent to
Yeah.
@Section 10 Pod, and I'll never
Rest in
forget it.
peace. Rest in peace. Yeah. He
Is that
passed
person
away.
dead?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it was like 29.
That's
it
now
was
super
not long
sad.
after
Damn.
that. Yeah, I know. He was the man. 2020-ish, 2019-ish. Yeah.
Jeez, R.I.P.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Anyways,
R.I.P.
that was like one of my
Dedication.
favorite things in Section 10 history. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was between two ideas and I was
The
like,
shark and what else?
I was leaning, Dan Peralta and I were leaning towards the same one. So
Okay.
it made me feel good that like we agreed.
You guys always do, so that doesn't shock.
Yeah. I mean, like that's why he's fucking Peralta of the year. Yeah.
Sorry.
What? What's funny?
Nothing.
What's funny?
Nothing, dude.
I'll fucking light this thing on fire, dude. Tell me what's funny.
No, just Bones texted R.I.P. and I laughed. I thought that
Oh,
was
yeah. Right?
Yeah.
RIP.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Didn't see that coming. Anyway, yeah, it's
Yeah.
between the shark and what else?
I wish I had a drum roll. I don't.
T,
Want me to
drum
do it?
roll. Yeah.
You got to go longer than that.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
a quick ass. Okay.
1, 2.
You like hold on, stop the drum roll.
My desk has about 8 more hits before it completely collapses.
You gotta like you do the drum roll until the reveal, and then it's like we have the reveal, and then it's like then you gotta go ta-da!
Yeah, like low to high.
Yeah. Like you're just like bunny fucking over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
That is not a drum roll, dude.
That was like fucking Ricky Ricardo, dude.
Yeah.
What was that?
Come on,
Top
man.
hitter batter.
That's not a drum roll, T.
I can always tell when T's hearing feedback or instructions, I can always tell if he's got it or not. And I could tell he didn't have it there. He's like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
It was like
Jared
Bigfoot
Kravis.
walking in.
One more
Jared
time.
Carabas.
Fuck. Give me one more chance.
Jared Carabas.
Every time I don't hear it for a few days, I don't think it's that bad, and it's just, oh, it sounded a little choppy. No, it's so incorrectly bad. It's not even
Jared
funny.
Carabas.
There he goes. Baseball is dead host. Jared Carabas.
You're making it worse. I think you're making it worse.
All
Have
right.
you
I'm
heard
just- I'm
drum
just- yeah.
roll, T?
All right.
I didn't have a drum set as a kid.
All right, you ready?
Most of us didn't.
Me?
No, Steve.
Okay.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Maybe it is a drum set for Steve.
I doubt it.
Right, I gotta move my mic.
Okay, here we go.
Move that mic.
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Totally ready. It's a slow lift here.
Seems shirt.
Ooh,
What
yeah,
is
seems
this?
Shirt.
Oh, is that a jersey? Are we talking jersey?
Could be
Oh.
a shirt of some sort. Mitchell and Ness.
This
some
has
Mitchell
to
and
be a
Ness
jersey, right? Yep,
Blue,
Mitchell and
it's gotta be
Ness.
Ken Griffey Jr. I'm leaning the kid.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is it a Brady?
Wait a second.
It could be a Brady. Yeah, it could be.
Wait,
the blue
is that a
Brady. No,
Pedro?
Pedro.
What?
Signed.
It's signed. Wait, no way. That's incredible. Pedro signed Expos?
Oh, it's Siriaco signed it, but yeah, Pedro never won.
Yep.
You've outdone yourself.
Pedro signed
Oh,
Expos.
Oh, I'm getting that framed. That's incredible.
Yeah, I was hoping you would say that because it's a medium.
Yeah, Lord knows that ain't fitting me.
You're not fitting into that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
bare minimum XL. That's incredible. That can replace Doogie,
Yeah.
maybe.
The jersey's sick.
The
Yeah,
jersey's
that's
nasty.
jersey.
Like I might try and find this myself and like buy it, but yeah,
That is
signed.
incredible. Pedro
I
signed
have
Expos.
that jersey. They for sure have that.
Yeah, well, I'm getting it. So
Jared, that's incredible. Standing O.
yeah. Hey, happy
Jared-
birthday, Steve.
Jared Carabras.
Hey, Steve,
At it
happy
again.
birthday, Steve. Happy birthday, Steve. Happy
That's
birthday, Steve.
awesome. That's awesome. Here I am thinking like the birthday's over, and I just got the
No,
coolest gift ever.
just begun.
Appreciate that.
No, it's just begun. Yeah.
Just begun.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Here we go.
Steve's birthday. I mean, after a loss like that, we're not going to let a loss like today get us down on the 10. All right? It's still a series win. You're still in a playoff spot. You're still, if they had won today, it would have been what, 19 of 23 at home?
Ugh. It would have been unfair, and so they knew they had to level it out a little bit. So they lost.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
My
Well,
take on today is they probably didn't deserve to win Friday. So they got the 2 out of 3 they were destined to get.
I would have taken a loss on Friday if today was the win. It does suck getting the loss, and then you do catch up off a loss. It always feels wrong.
It was
I
what,
hate- I
8
hate
hits to
losing the
3
finale
hits
on
in the
catch-up
first
day.
game?
That's what I mean. Like we did nothing.
They had
Absolutely
no business
nothing.
winning Friday at all. and then the
Sandy's
ninth inning,
shove,
they're like,
that was-
here's the game.
The jerseys won on Friday.
yeah,
the
I
Red
was gonna
Sox
say,
really
you wore the
did.
greens, you win.
Yeah.
They wore the greens, they won. They wore the yellows, they won. Really, what are we taking from this series?
It was also Josh Simpson with the most pathetic 9th inning I've seen in a long time. Like full-blown Jordan Hicks meltdown bad.
I mean, the funniest HBP I think I've ever seen. Just a light little plunk off of Jaren's left knee, and he does a little trot down to first base. It's like, okay, this game's over.
I thought that was so straight. Like I don't know that I've watched a replay, but in real time, me and Jared were like, I don't know that he ever stopped being square. Like he squared
No,
the butt.
I think he kept the bat like that the whole time. It was such a bad pitch that they're like, no, take first. We can't call that a strike.
The Marlins didn't even argue it. They were just like, no, that was crazy.
It's crazy. Missed by like 4 feet. It's like, I don't even care if you swung at that. Take first.
He was sacrificing himself if we hit him in the dick and balls. Yeah, you can take first.
Yeah. We knew it was coming. Untied in the 8th, which I was actually on, which is stunning. But yeah, we knew that walk-off was coming. It was brewing for a little bit.
Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Playing their pick'em game is as simple as selecting higher or lower on player stats like strikeouts, total bases, home runs, and so much more. I'll probably put some picks out today if you're listening on Monday. Big pick'em day, Monday, also Tuesday. That's my favorite pick'em day. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's Jared to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. Yeah, today's loss kind of stuck with me. For usually I can, like a bad loss, I can turn it off. I can, focus on the rest of the day in front of me. Couldn't do it today. It was just really, really lingering. I know nothing about Isaiah Campbell. I'm not, I've never met him. I don't know what he's like as a person, but I'm upset with Isaiah Campbell. I'm also upset with the people that don't want to blame Isaiah Campbell. Like, I'm upset with the people that are like, Aroldis Chapman only threw whatever pitches. Yes. Like, that's not how that works, especially with a 37-year-old reliever who throws 1,000 miles an hour. They have a program in place. They know he knows how to manage himself, and they know what his program is, how to manage him, and they have conversations before every single game. What drives me absolutely up the wall is when you've got Joe Blow on Twitter that thinks that he knows, like, of course, Aroldis Chapman could, like, they have these conversations every day. Can you go today? No, I need a day. All right. And the manager is going to go out there and eat the bullets and wear the arrows if he doesn't go to Chapman, like a game today where you have Weissert go out there and give up the home run and Matz go out there and give up the home run. Cora's going to go out there and eat the bullets being like, yeah, I didn't go to Chapman today. Do you honestly think that he didn't have a conversation with Chapman before the game and be like, can you go today? Like, those conversations happen every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
I don't think he did just because it's like so obvious. You're not going to pitch your closer 3 straight days against the Marlins. Like, you don't have to talk to him to know that. There's no world where he was coming in today.
The only other time he had worked 3 times this year was back in June when their season was truly on life support and it was in an extra inning game. Like that, you ended up getting pushed and you were kind of put in a very tough spot at that time. Just when you have a guy who has to get hot, he has to go throw in the bullpen. He has to try and get the body going and be fully prepared. That's the difference. And we've been talking about this for weeks. Have we not on this podcast? Chris Murphy, Jorge Alcala. Both of those guys aren't here anymore because of this exact situation. They forced Aroldis Chapman into games he wasn't supposed to pitch in. You got lucky those other times. Somehow, whether it was a blowout the next day or you didn't need him, it all worked out. Today, for the first time, it didn't work out, and you were due. Jared.
That kind of, this makes me think of a point that makes me go back to an earlier point. Okay. So this situation makes me go back to what you just mentioned, Alcala. Alcala got sent to Guantanamo Bay for doing the same thing that Campbell just did. You were handed a 5-run lead, couldn't protect it. You had to use Chapman in a game that you shouldn't have had to use Chapman. Now, let's go back to the earlier point, go back even further. Why did you get a lefty reliever? Because the all-encompassing thought is, if you want to send Isaiah Campbell to Guantanamo Bay for what his atrocities have been, you're going to call up Bernardino, Murphy. I'm sure at some point we might see Peyton Tolley, all left-handed for this bullpen. So, you tell me, T, if they were to send Campbell to the moon tomorrow, who's a right-hander that they could go to? Because how far away are we from Slayton?
He's going to hopefully throw a live bullpen tomorrow. But when you look at why they did this, it's why David Sandlin was immediately moved to a bullpen role the second after the deadline, after he had made one start. They believed that within their system, they had better options than what it would have cost to go and trade for one of these righties or whatever it may have been. Do I think that's good reasoning? No, I don't. Especially because at that time with Slayton, it was still pretty cloudy. Over the last 10 days or so, we've gotten a better idea of him making it back. But right now, it would be David Sandlin. Nick Birdie stayed in the organization. They didn't care about him. They DFA'd him. But then you're talking like Alex Hoppe, who there's some interesting things there. He throws hard. He reminds me of Ryan Zefferjon a little bit. Tyler Uberstein, who I would love to see up. I think he's pretty underrated in the farm system right now. And then you have Richard Fitz, who's pitching in a rotation spot. But you could always say, like, let's see what it looks like in a bullpen role and let it fly. Do they really have the rotation depth for that right now? It's a little questionable. But those are the arms. Even Zach Kelly, back up to AAA. He's on the 40-man. I take Zach Kelly over Isaiah Campbell.
No.
Really?
I mean, it's the same. It's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy. Like, I mean, Alcala is Campbell is Kelly. Like, it's, you know, do you feel better?
Just shoved against the Yankees, right? He went 1-2-3 against the Yankees the other night.
It was his second outing since he got there, right?
He's on.
So
his
I think 13. It was while we were streaming. Someone wrote it to us. Yeah.
He's tossed 2 scoreless outings, Colorado and New York.
He shows up.
He will mix in some of those outings. Yeah.
And then he gives up bombs.
Well, for Alcala, the issue was it wasn't a one-time thing. It was he did it multiple times in like a 10-day span.
For sure. But he's like, I can't.
He's better than Campbell. Yes.
And Kelly. Like, I can't have them on the same. I just can't. I can't do that.
He had like a 14-game stretch where it was a sub-1 ERA. Campbell could never do that for a 3-game stretch.
No.
And neither could Kelly. Kelly just likes to throw that crochet first pitch of the game, but every pitch, and it doesn't really work.
And he tells you it's coming, which is a weird.
Like, I'd go to Guerrero before Kelly, and no one wants to see him back up right now.
Isn't he on the 60-day?
He's throwing down in Fort Myers. He's on his way back, so he's the next one up. But I think that's the other part of it here. Right now, you essentially have 2 arms in the bullpen that are, at least for where the Red Sox are at, not useless, but not arms they clearly love a ton. It's Campbell and it's Moran. And I think for Giovanni Moran, the only reason he came up is because Brennan Bernardino wasn't ready when they were ready to send Chris Murphy to the moon for doing exactly this.
And then Cooper Criswell, isn't he eligible as of today?
Yes, I think they like him in a starter role because every time he comes out of the bullpen, I know I gave the splits out a couple episodes ago. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I like him in a starter role as well. So
look at Sean Newcomb.
He's throwing well, right?
Was that a really good year over in Oakland?
It's another lefty.
It is. And that's more, Sacramento, excuse me. 191 ERA, 274 FIP. But that's it. That's where you continue to go back to the right-handed. You just don't have those power arms, especially when you look at Greg Weissert, who's up to 56 appearances, 6 shy of the MLB lead amongst all relievers. You don't have a ton you can lean on. Even Garrett Whitlock, he's passed now with today's outing his appearances from 2021. Now, it's less innings. He's not the multi-inning guy he was back then. But in terms of getting hot and going out there after having elbow surgery the previous year, that's a lot on 2 right-handed arms that you need to get through the stretch run. And you're hoping Slayton is Slayton when he comes back.
I would actually feel better if T was out there versus Isaiah Campbell, because at least the speeds are going to be a little different and they might miss some of those pitches or fly out. The thing that sucks with that situation in game 2 is that he had 2 outs. It was 7-2 with 2 outs, and then it ends up being a 7-5 game. I don't care what you expect from this guy at the major league level. It's clearly nothing for all of us that we expect out of Isaiah Campbell, but just get out of that inning, end that game. The fact that Chapman even had to get up pissed me off. And then Jaron is holding it against himself that he didn't make a ridiculous play in the corner there in the left center field. It's like, you're not going to make that probably, 8 out of 10 times. But if he does make that catch, then they probably sweep the series, which sucks. But now I was looking up some stats on Campbell. Lefties are hitting 455 off of him this year. But righties are only hitting 364 against him. So he's a lot better in that situation. He's only pitched in low leverage situations, and he's given up a 974 OPS on the season. So he's a BP pitcher, and you just can't have a BP pitcher on a team that matters. It's as simple as that.
No. No. And it's like, I don't know. It's like one of those things that I'll bring it up here and there. There's no way that we can have all this information that we've just discussed, and the Red Sox are sitting there being like, we didn't know that. Like, they know he sucks. So there has to be some sort of plan. Like, it's not like he's some big piece that is going to be a part of the future, or someone that's young, homegrown. They drafted him, so it's like, oh, we gave him like $2.75 million in the draft 3 years ago, so we can't like really abandon him. Like, I just don't get it.
Well, you go back a year ago where they could not talk about Isaiah Campbell enough during spring training. There was all this buildup. Even the first week of the season, it was like Isaiah Campbell was going to be right there as a seventh inning option regularly for them. They really liked the stuff coming over from Seattle. They felt like he hadn't truly, maybe there was another gear there. And then he had that horrendous blow up outing against the Orioles. It was the night of the Nicki Minaj concert I went to, I'm pretty sure. And then they were done. After that, they were good. They changed their tune and how much they liked him on a dime. And that felt like the most telling thing, because even compared to a year ago, it feels like his stuff is less than it was when he initially debuted.
Yeah, pre-Minaj.
Definitely less. His first 3-4 appearances were fine, weren't they? At the beginning of the year? Yeah, and it was just like, all right, maybe they did get something. It pivoted so quickly. But yeah, he stinks. There's nothing you can do about it.
It sucks that, they gave up their huge trade deadline acquisition, Luis Arias, for him. Urias. Yeah, it was Urias. Yeah, that was the big trade deadline acquisition that year. They had to trade him.
Wish it was the other guy.
As a Campbell.
This trade deadline acquisition was bad too. Like, as much as I want to shit on Isaiah Campbell because he does stink, I think Jordan Hicks deserves some criticism because he should be reliable enough to be the guy who gets up in that spot before Chapman, knowing you don't want to use him on back-to-back nights. They clearly don't have any faith in him, nor should they. And then today, Steven Matz, what are you doing, pal? Like, what the fuck was that? Him and Weissert. Like, I'm not giving Weissert, and honestly, Whitlock. Like, I have a harder time going at Weissert and Whitlock because they've been overall positives throughout the entirety of the season. The bullpen has been really good all year. So them having a fuck up today, I think that's why so many people want to blame Campbell, because it's like, you're not a real person. You're not one of us. Get out of here. Like Matt's, you come into a spot to get outs. You can't. I understand you're facing white Barry Bonds, but come on.
But even the pitch, dude, it was like
it's
3
inside,
inches
right?
inside.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't even a pitch you'd expect someone to pull.
But all 3 pitches were in the same area. Like, he targeted the same spot 3 times. So yeah, it was inside. It wasn't like, oh man, he peppered him outside twice and then came back in.
To me, that was like the hottest dude on the earth can hit anything right now. Like, if you're pulling a ball that's at your hands essentially out of the ballpark, I'll tip my cap. Greg Weissert throwing that shit slider right down the dick. What are you doing, man? Clean it the hell up. That's garbage. Even Garrett Whitlock, like the hit by pitch to Ramirez, like, you can't do stuff like that. You're better than that, Garrett Whitlock.
Right.
Like, I look at you and I'm like frustrated over some of that stuff. To Matt's credit, he hadn't even given up a run in a Red Sox uniform. I do look at yesterday a little bit, and it's interesting that you only used him for what it was, 8 or 9 pitches in that outing before you went to Isaiah Campbell. But once again, you think Isaiah Campbell has enough to get those out so you could use Matt's on a day like today. So tough overall, but it just goes back. You kept doing this the last month or so, and it eventually bit you in the ass. You shouldn't be surprised. You keep having your low leverage arms shit their pants.
I can't remember a scenario like this where the vast majority of the fan base immediately points to a pitcher that didn't come into the game to blame him for home runs that were given up. But it felt like the right thing to blame, honestly, because you just can't have that situation. You cannot have, even Chapman getting up would have been a major loss for the Red Sox to waste those, bullets in the bullpen there. Yeah, it's tough to get on Matz. I mean, I just watched it back right now.
It's crazy.
The home run. It's
pitches.
so inside. I can't believe he hit that out. I don't know if I've ever seen someone hit a ball out to right at Fenway as a homer that's that far inside to a lefty hitter. But yeah, that was just a super shitty situation in Game 2, and there's no reason why this shouldn't be a sweep right now. And it sucks for Crochet. I think Crochet summed it up. Like, I'm not like, oh God, this is brutal. What are the Red Sox going to do now? They'll be fine. It's just they should be fine. And it should be a sweep. It shouldn't have to be like sacrificing a loss in this situation. But Crochet did kind of nail it with, they drive nice cars too, and they deserve, the credit for coming back in the 9th inning. And we move on. He said they got to tip your cap. He took the T line there. But yeah, I agree. You just got to move on and try to flush this. Goalie.
Also, Jerry, we should be scoring more than 2 or 3 runs that both hit gloves throughout the course of the game.
You were
Jansen
lucky.
fucking junk.
Gift. Junk was dealing.
All the runs we scored today were caught. They were like the home run was a caught ball.
Mm-hmm.
Cora made that point too immediately after the game where he's like, the at-bats
He listened to the podcast?
Yeah.
No.
He said if Jerry didn't fucking, they're like,
Cora
who's Jerry?
essentially
He's
was
like,
like-
crab rabbits. If he didn't fucking laugh at Jansen Junk's name.
He was like, it seemed like today they weren't interested in making guys work. Like they were kind of just let's go get the at-bat done, swing. And that allowed him to stay in the game for 7 innings.
I mean,
Jared
the Abreu
Carabas.
ball is. See, that's not going anywhere. It's going to be here. For
Jared Carabas.
Fucking Jansen
the
jump.
Abreu ball is gone in every park, so that ball was smoked. He did have that going for him, but
No,
I'm
it was also
I'm not
caught.
apologizing for a
No, I
goddamn
know. It
thing.
was
They
in a-
should have won that game.
they should have
Should
won.
have, and I think we would have easily. Is my point.
Jansen Junk's a crazy name. I can't believe a pitcher's
Crazy.
name is Jansen Junk. I thought
Junk.
Jared's reaction was perfect. Honestly, I would have had the same reaction.
Jansen Junk.
We just knew we weren't winning this one coming into it. So
The
went off.
Junk.
If
Big
anything,
junk,
the series kind of goes as you would have expected, right? You win 2 out of 3 and you lose the Junk game. Obviously, that was
But you
going to go down.
shouldn't. You didn't lose because Junk was junky.
Kind of did. He was like,
Junk was
He
good, and
wasn't-
that's
he
why you
was
didn't score
good.
as many
He was-
runs as you would have had by the 9th inning.
He was good, but he was in line for the loss.
sure. Again, on 2 outs that he created.
No, it was
Yeah.
a home run.
Yeah, super.
Ball was smoked.
It did go
Ball
over
was
the wall.
smoked.
I mean,
Super
I
home
was listening on the radio because I was doing the dishes and the radio's a little ahead, so I can turn around when something good happens. And Fleming and McDonough got into, I wouldn't say an argument, but McDonough tried to like big brother Fleming.
He did. He
And
tried
he
to big
was
bro
like-
him. I was listening coming up the
Yeah.
cave. He did. Yeah.
That was clearly gone. And then they came back from commercial and shout out Fleming. He was just like, I feel like the replays we have seen since indicate that it may not have been gone, which I thought was unbelievable radio.
It is funny you
Wait.
mentioned that because I was coming back from the Cape and it was right before break, right? Where he's like, not so sure that was going to be caught. That was Will. And he's just like, no, I'm pretty sure that would have been gone. And we're going to go to break. And yep, we'll be right back. And they come back and Will's still saying the same thing. He's like, I don't know if that would have been. I'm still not 100%, by the way, if that ball was going to be gone without the glove stuff.
I think it
I
was
don't
going to hit
know.
the top. It
Yeah,
looked like it was.
I don't think that would have been gone. I think he alley-ooped it over the
50-50
fucking
ball.
wall.
He definitely
Yeah, I think
aided
it's-
it. I just don't know if it would have gone over. Little bouncy dude.
I see a world where it hits the top of the wall
Yeah.
and skips out. Like, but I just as easily could have come back into the
Yeah,
field.
pop
too.
straight up. We've seen that
Right.
happen before.
I will add real quick on top of the radio point because I do this every show. Sean McDonough on the radio is a treat. I love Sean
Mhm.
McDonough.
The best.
I've always thought he's been great. I mean, we grew up, not UT, but we grew up with Sean McDonough on the TV call and definitely
TBS.
missed those days. Yeah,
UPN.
I mean,
UPN.
UPN 38. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
obviously Nesson. But then Nesson was its own thing. Remember, my parents would hold my grades against. If I had bad grades, we wouldn't have Nesson, which is like, why did Alan Peralt have to suffer? Because I was an idiot in school. I don't know if I fully understand that logic, but no, it's just nice
He's
to hear
doing
Sean
your
McDonough's
math
voice.
homework. He's like, no, we're getting this.
No. We're gonna get Nesson, buddy. This isn't gonna be on me because it was definitely my mom's idea. That he would not have floated that. But,
No.
but no, it's just nice to hear Sean McDonough on the airwaves, and yeah, per usual, the radio call is elite. It's I got to be one of the best in baseball.
Yeah.
I've noticed
Shoot.
recently, if you watch the YouTube recaps, they use Will Fleming's call for every single like end of game or big moment. They
Yeah.
know where to go for the best call, and it's Will Fleming.
Actually, I would have loved
Shout
to
him
hear what
out.
he had to say about Isaiah Campbell. That would have been great.
God.
Yeah,
I
Oh, that's- I
cannot
was listening-
believe he's allowed to pitch.
I was listening again when everything was unfolding. I think I was walking. Yeah, I was walking my dog at that point. And
It's a busy day.
the second the ball went out off of Matt's, he went right to Isaiah Campbell.
Yep.
So like the ball wasn't over the wall yet, and he was like, "This fucking Isaiah Campbell, I'll kill him myself." John,
He fucking blows. I've been saying it. I've been saying it, Sean.
he so immediately went to Cam, and I was like, "He's right. He's not wrong. You're not wrong."
Yeah. I can't remember an instance where a guy gives up a homer and we all immediately rush to a guy that didn't even pitch in the game to be like, you fucking idiot. That's your fault. But it's the right reaction. It was his fault.
Also, I think it must have been Saturday's game. Like at the end of the game on the radio, they were like, yeah, it would have been nice to have someone who was on the team last year as the interview. Like they were like I forget who did the walk-off interview. It might have been, maybe it was Matt's. I think it was Matt's. I think Matt's was the interview, and they were like, he's nice enough and he sounds really smart. But I kind of wanted someone that was here on the team last year to ask him about like the whole Cal Quantrill drama. But anyways, nice enough guy. Like wish you were Trevor Story, but you're not, unfortunately. Steven Matz, back to you.
I hope you didn't have the headset on for that. I really didn't want to have you do this interview, but you're a nice enough guy. Take a hike.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I think if you want to tie in, and I think Will said on the air, because I think Sean might have been like, like I really wanted to ask if there was any, I guess like if the players from last year were thinking about that, if they were in the batter's box thinking about that little skirmish last year, and Will was like, well, I was down on the field before the game, and there was some people were talking about it.
The Duran look tells you everything you needed to know. That was the most like, yeah, you little bitch look I've ever seen in my entire life.
I've gotten that look from Jaron. It's very specifically like, this motherfucker. Like, come on. Oh yeah, you didn't mean to hit me. That was intentional.
Just got an interesting text from Little Birdie.
Ooh, Little Birdie.
Is it related to the text we all saw, or is it completely different? Okay.
We getting Joe Ryan?
Joe Ryan's the Red Sox.
The deal has gone through.
He's resigned from the Twins.
The email just got stuck in the commissioner's office. They now see it's final. What's going on?
I mean, you guys know, but you guys,
I thought you were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
No, we are. Yeah, I'm going to tweet a picture of his face right now.
Okay.
Oh. I'm seeing this for the first time right now.
Yeah,
You're telling me for the first time.
Telling me this for the first time.
Should I not post anything?
Wait a fucking second.
Okay.
Christ almighty.
He's like, what am I going to do here? What do you need me for?
I'm so happy about this. I'm actually thrilled.
Yeah, Nathaniel Lowe. It could be on the Red Sox.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Looking that way.
The man who's been a top 10 first baseman in the last 3 seasons in WAR. Please give it to me.
Seems like
I just tweeted his mug.
Former Gold Glove winner, Silver Slugger winner.
He's been awful this year, and I was looking at his the me and Steve regulars stats, and it just simply seems like he never wanted to be a National. It seems like he really hated getting traded there.
Then you start to look a little deeper, and apparently there were issues where either the clubhouse or the team didn't like his attitude or how he was going about things. So it just feels like it was overall just not a happy situation. And when you go from being with the Rangers to a team that's clearly rebuilding, that might explain it. I'm not saying that means he's a great guy immediately, but you get him back in a competitive environment. If he's 75% of what he's been the last 3 years, what a massive win this is for the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And he's still been better than league average against righties and better than Abraham Toro.
And it keeps Romy at first in a platoon role, so any concerns about him getting worn out and tired kind of go away. Do you think now, the interesting part for me, do you think they'll use Romy to spell Bregman like they tried to do today, obviously with Toro? Because you can't do that with Lowe.
I think part of it's going to impact what happens with Willie or Abreu too, and the outfield too. Because if you've noticed, Romy's been getting a lot more starts against righties recently, going back to the Houston series and this one. You go back to July 1st, he's actually been an above average bat against right-handers as well. So I think they're interested in seeing how long of a leash you could possibly go with Romy, how much you can expose him. I do think the general fatigue thing factors in as well. But yeah, I think you get Nathaniel Lowe in here. Maybe you started as a platoon, but if he looks anything like he did the last couple of years, he's hit lefties at certain points in his career better than he's hit righties. So it shouldn't be something you run from either. I think it was 2 years ago, he dominated lefties to a ridiculous rate.
Well, it's also like and this is to me what's paramount. He's played first base. And we've been looking at almost exclusively people who do not play first base to try and play first base. That to me, tremendous. Someone texted me the other day, would you I didn't even see that he got DFA'd. Someone texted me would you sign this guy? I was like, for free? Yeah. Why not? What's the downside here? You got a month of solid production out of Abe Toro. I respect Abe Toro. He actually kind of looked better now.
He's had a good 5 or 6 days.
Houston. Yeah,
he's had a pretty good stretch here. Yeah.
But still, you go over the last 2 months, he is the worst hitter.
No,
so
for
let's
sure.
go back to June 17th. Worst in terms of WRC plus, second worst in terms of OPS.
And McAdam was talking because what is he, -2 or -3 DRS? Yeah. McAdam was like, I don't know how it's not -30. And I'm guessing they're factoring in that he also plays other positions because there's no way, because he's right. He's been bad at first. I don't know why that's only -3.
I think people sometimes look and he makes easy plays look really difficult where he's falling over, the wrong foot's on the bag. It's not that he was ever some great defender. He's 12th percentile and outs above average. But yeah, you bring in Nathaniel Lowe, it's just a different talent level. This is a guy 109 WRC plus against lefties for his career, 121 against righties. Just get anywhere close to that, and you got a significant upgrade, one that is better than probably what Ryan O'Hearn could give you. I'm not saying it's Josh Naylor, but talk about kind of getting a mulligan for something you weren't able to get done at the trade deadline. This is kind of that.
Also, real playoff experience.
Why has he been so bad this year, T?
You start looking through, it's genuinely, he's just sucked at everything. The fielding even has sucked.
That's normally not good. Yeah, you don't want to suck at everything.
There's a lot of blue.
It's a really chilly savant. Very
But
chilly.
if you look at literally every other year, it's not that.
It's beautiful.
Which makes me think it really is the national. He's trying to drag CJ Abrams away from the poker table at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
He's I just want to win a baseball game.
The last 4 years, he's been on average a 3-win player.
Yes. At first base.
That's Carlos Santana.
You're talking about a guy last year, he was 91 percentile and outs above average, shows up this year and he's 8th percentile. That is such a dramatic fall off for a guy who went from age 29 to 30. It feels like he's just very unhappy in the environment he's in. And clearly there was issues in the clubhouse involving him. Now, some people I saw a tweet out last week or 4 or 5 days ago when he initially got DFA'd. Well, I don't want him here if he's having issues in another clubhouse. I never heard a bad thing about him when he was with the Rangers and they were winning and doing things.
Dude,
and that's
also,
not his role here. Show up because you need a fucking job and get back to what you were. If you show up and you play good the next 3 months, guess what? There's going to be a bunch of teams lining up to pay you.
It can be hard to judge people from the outside looking in, especially these players. Obviously, we have a good insight on a lot of Red Sox guys because you hear certain things. Nathaniel Lowe seems like a sweetheart. Did you see those interviews during the playoff run? This guy he's a teddy bear. Honestly, he would go to the set, give these deep, conversations or whatever, insight. I think his mom might have had cancer, was going through it. And he was really opening up on set and seemed like a really genuinely nice guy. Very surprised to hear that there'd be any clubhouse stuff going on there. I mean, the Nationals are a trash team. What clubhouse is awesome when you're the second worst record in baseball? I don't really know any of those situations. And even this season, this is a little basic Steve stat, but who cares? 68 RBIs. That'd be the third most on the Red Sox right now. This is a bad year for him, and he's projected to get 85 RBIs. I'll totally, to Coley's point, take that for free. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I got asked about that on Thursday, and I just compared him to Toro, they had the same exact ex-WOBA. So it was just these were at his worst and Toro's best. It was all right, yeah, I'd take the guy who's doing poorly and can get better. And that wouldn't shock me coming to a team in a playoff race. This is a very NBA move in an MLB season. This is a buyout guy that you add in early March that you add into your playoff roster.
He seemed like one of the vibes guys with the Rangers, too. They all seemed to like him. And that was a team that knows how to win and won the World Series. The Nationals don't know how to do that unless they have Juan Soto.
You start diving in here and it's not the bat speed is dramatically different from one year. The walk percentage is lower, but it's still 65th percentile. It's not he completely lost his approach or anything like that. The Ks are up. That's part of it. But it feels like someone who needs a fresh start and a restart. And you get him in here where The Red Sox have been unlocking a lot of guys, and the lineup has been going good for the most part. It feels like you should at least be able to make him an extremely rich version of Abraham Toro. And bare minimum, he is Abraham Toro.
And I'd also like to point out, like, we asked a lot of Roman Anthony being the savior of this season, and he was like, that's fucking super easy, guys. Don't even worry. Like asking the password or Christian Campbell, as much as I want them to come do it, it is like pretty unfair.
He looked good
At
at first
first.
base.
Password?
Yeah.
He had some scoops, yeah.
Had a nice little pick today.
They get two.
I saw one.
I think he had one later as well.
There's one on a double play and one on a ball. Like
that's what I'm
at
thinking
third
of.
base, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the double play because I think the one from third happened earlier. But
I saw
as,
Mike Antonellis tweeted one of the clips. He does the radio for the Woo Sox, and I saw it, and I was like, "That looks pretty natural to me." I'm not saying it's like I know like people were jokingly tweeting, being like, "I've seen enough, get him up tomorrow." But I will say for it being your first time professionally playing first base, and I think like, do you remember when like Tim Tebow first started auditioning for Major League Baseball teams?
It's a rough
like,
watch.
You look like you're an actor playing a baseball player in a movie. It's like, I can tell you're athletic, but like you don't look like a baseball player.
They have to do weird cutscenes to make it look like you can play the sport.
Yeah, like there's guys that I'm sure if you put them at first base, it's like, this does not look right. But if I didn't know who Yostinson Garcia was, and then I saw that clip, I'd be like, yeah, that's a first baseman. Like, why wouldn't I think that that's a first baseman? Like, he looks the part in game one. Like, that to me is early on. That's a very big box to check.
Yeah. And if you've noticed who's played in the outfield, the two of the last three games for the Woo Sox, it's Christian Campbell.
So I know we're kind of all over the fucking place right now. I do want to have this conversation with like, we haven't even mentioned the Willier injury, and
He's out for like 3 days, right? I don't think this is going to be anything
That's what
big.
he said. I wonder if the team is going to tell him to go sit down for 2 weeks. I'll also say, going through the splits on Nathaniel Lowe, first month of the season, 248, 325, 460 slug, 119 WRC plus. So it's been really bad essentially from May on.
He'll be good. They get him, he'll be good. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we got a lefty first baseman from the Rangers worked out super well.
Mitch Moreland?
The very same.
I think Mitch Moreland was a big Blue Moon guy.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Oh my god.
Especially in that celebration in 18.
Big time, yeah. He was like, Red Sox win, Blue Moon.
Yeah.
That was like the thing in the clubhouse. Be like,
It's
oh,
one of
Sox
the best
win?
clips from that win.
Yeah. They call it the Moreland Moon. He was all over him.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like Moreland, more like more moons, because he always wanted more of them.
Yeah.
So the thing about Blue Moon that we got to talk about is that it was born in a ballpark at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado. So it's no wonder why you crave it. Its bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer experience perfect year-round. And for the moments that you want a lighter option of your favorite beer, reach for a Blue Moon Light. It's a refreshing wheat beer brewed with real tangerine peel for a lighter, exceptional taste at only 95 calories. T, did you have any Blue Moons this weekend?
I had a few.
Where were you?
So it started a little weird. I was at Martha's house and we were kicking back, relaxing a little bit. Me and her laying in the
super
bed together.
strange.
Yeah. This is not weird so far. Where does it get weird? Where's the turn?
Well, we were having a couple Blue Moons and then I spilt one of the Blue Moons on the bed.
Ooh.
She had to change the sheets. I kept sipping on the Blue Moons.
Is that
like
why she had to change the sheets, T? Or
it factored in. Let's call it
yeah.
that.
All right.
Ooh.
Thank you.
All right.
We get
Wet on wet.
Yeah.
Nobody's wetter than me.
Okay. All right. I don't know why. Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Keep it going.
All right. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste. At only 95 calories, brightly brewed with real tangerine peel, tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon made brighter. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one.
Gotta suck one. Okay, so Willier comes out of the game today in the 7th.
Yeah.
It's a calf cramp, strained calf type deal. This forces a litany of defensive changes. Alex Bregman, who had the day off, now comes in to play third base. Romy, who was at first base, moves over to second base. Abraham Toro, who is at third base, has to move over to first base. And Ceddanne Rafaela, who is at second base, gets moved into center field. And Jarren Duran is moved to left so that Roman Anthony can move to right. Did I get that right?
Yep.
I fucking nailed that. That's raw dog. I ain't even looking at the box score.
Hell yeah.
Hypothetically, if Wilyer isn't feeling great in a couple days or whatever, and they decide to put him on the injured list, how would you like to proceed? Because I think it's an interesting conversation. I'm sure, Coley, you would like to bring up Christian Campbell to play left. You put Roman in right. Is that you keep Ceddanne at second? Like, how would you do this?
I'm obviously super against Ceddanne at second. The Red Sox don't care about that. Like, they're perfectly comfortable playing him at second. And it's, I think, a big reason why they were like, if we just keep our outfielders, we'll play this guy at second, like at the deadline. I think that's why they weren't pushing as hard as need be to get someone to do that, because they were like, Rafael will just do it. So yeah, I mean,
see this Chris Cotillo tweet? Red Sox are in talks to bring in Nathaniel Lowe and are working on getting it done, sources say.
Interesting.
That's fucking crazy, man. Nathaniel Lowe?
So he cleared waivers, I would assume?
Yes.
Yes.
It would make sense.
That was part of the situation McAdam had, that the Red Sox weren't interested in picking up the $3 million left on his contract. Clearly, they were right.
Like, very funny.
I would have been willing to take it, but
they were right. But it's also just like, that feels so small of a reason to not just claim the guy and get it done.
That's not sending you over the second threshold or anything.
And plus, when you look at who had it yesterday, T, where Cora was talking about Connor Wong, super utility player.
Yeah, first and second. I can't remember who exactly. I think he just said it during like the media session they had before.
Yeah, he said it to someone's questions. So they're already floating that for another infielder. I said it, was it last show or 2 shows ago, where I was like, Campbell's a corner outfielder.
Yeah, you've been on that the last couple of weeks.
And like the fact that they did it, it was a 2 out of 3 games this weekend, and the middle one he DH'd, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he played first at all over these games. I know Sogard's been playing some first. Obviously, Password had it today, but Campbell played left, I believe DH, then played center. And it's just like, yeah, get this guy in left field. I obviously wasn't expecting a Wilyer injury. I know some people will point out Password's been crushing AAA since he got called up, which is fair. He has. The game I go back to is the Andrew Painter game, because I do believe, and T can correct me, I believe that he's the best single pitcher they've seen since he came up.
And he assaulted
That's where I can't look at the rest of his numbers, where I can look at what Campbell did in his 2 at-bats, and he looked like he had seen major league pitching before. So I like Password. I like him long-term as a guy in the mix. For this, I think I'd bring up the guy who has done it already and is
Jeff
better
Passan,
in the
first
outfield.
baseman, Nathaniel Lowe, and the Boston Red Sox are finalizing a deal. Sources tell ESPN. Lowe was DFA'd by Washington earlier this week. Yada, 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 yada.
Let's go.
It's weird that he actually typed out yada, yada, yada. I didn't really expect that.
And then let's go at the end.
Yada, 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 yada. Let's go, baby.
Here we go, Mets. Let's go, Mets.
Pour one out for Abraham Toro.
Hit a home run.
Yeah, I respect Abe. Again, during the most tumultuous point of this season, he was just casually holding an 800 OPS for about a month. And then
absurd.
When the wheels came off the track, boy, do they never get reattached. But again, during a time of legitimate strife, he was a steady hand. So
He
shout out Abe
deserves
Toro.
the same love we gave Dom Smith a year ago. I think it's along those lines. Where, once Tristan Casas was back, it was like, all right, Dom Smith, even though I argued at the time there was a reason to keep him around. I think for where the Red Sox are right now, and I'm curious what they think of Nathaniel Lowe, where they're going to treat him like a platoon right away. Because we heard that Nate Eaton was on his way to join the Red Sox right now. Andrew Parker had that report from down in Worcester. They pulled him from the game. I do wonder if they're going to play Nathaniel Lowe at first base every day to start and kind of let him get his feet wet, fresh start, see what it looks like. And then you can plug Nate Eaton at second, but him and Romy don't fit together as platoons. They're both lefty mashers. But as a way where you're able to get Sadan in center and Roman doing his thing out there and Jaron, and then you have Yoshida at DH for now without Wilyer or Abreu and kind of go about it that way. I wonder where that be, or if they, yeah, it gets a little tricky there. But maybe that's
Eaton's
a way they
also
make the
a guy
whole infield work.
Who had played third when Bregman was out. So if they're looking at him as another option to get Alex a day off every now and then.
I just don't think we're going to see much of Bregman sitting. Like today was his first day off, I think, since the 30th.
And he's still played.
Yeah, and he still got forced into the game.
Sure, which I hated.
Yeah, that sucked. So yeah, maybe they do go a little careful with Lowe early on, and it's him and Romy at first, and they just shove Eaton at second base because they really don't have like a lefty version of that. You know, that's the one thing, and especially with Ali Sanchez on the roster, like I'm hoping this is the end of that as well. Like let's move past the third catcher. There's no reason for him to be on the roster at this point in time.
Red Sox win 2-1.
It's big time.
Shout out my guy Sandy. Shoving.
I wonder.
Looked real comfortable in Fenway Park.
He did. I felt
Yeah, he did.
like he was getting a little lucky at certain points. Wilyer missed like this hanging breaking ball, I think, in the 5th inning, or maybe it was the 6th, where it was just like, oh my God, how did you miss that? But you see why the Red Sox were, as much as we talked about Joe Ryan, they were talking about Sandy that day as well. But maybe with Romy getting more at bats against right-handers, they're willing to let this play out a little bit here. This is with injuries, right? If Wilyer is going to be gone or need an IL stint. But let him get some regular run at second base and have some combination of Eaton and Lowe at first and mix and match depending on what you like.
I don't think they want to play Romy at second. I think they do have concerns about his body
like
holding
that.
up. I would too, but they've really kept Rafael at second pretty consistently.
We got a Romy start in Houston.
Yes.
It just stood out to me that they were like getting him in the lineup multiple times against righties. I was like, this feels like more than we had seen for a team that was very hesitant to get him time at second base earlier in the year. Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, I think up to this point too, they also thought David Hamilton was a real person.
That's the other side of it too. Yeah, so we got, this is first base or second base. Yeah, so we got Romy at second in this series, and we got him in Houston and the Royals series. He's played second base 5 times this month.
Okay, so about the third of the games roughly.
Yeah.
He's been fine over there too. I don't really.
I would just,
have problems with him playing second.
yeah, I feel like if you brought Nate Eaton up, and Nate Eaton's probably a better defender at second base than Romy Gonzalez is. But it would be tough unless you just told Romy, hey, we're going to keep you playing the role you've played this entire time. Just go to first base, platoon with Lowe, and we're going to have Nate Eaton play second essentially until Wilyer's back. And then Rafael will spend a lot of time at second base like we were doing.
I almost would rather if the playoff plan is to have Rafael play second, which obviously I disagree with. I want him in center. But if the idea is he's going to be playing second in our biggest games, I would rather just keep him there the rest of the year.
Agreed. Yeah. Whatever you envision as your postseason lineup, the sooner you get to that, the better.
Right. But Eaton, as much as like I do like the concept of Nate Eaton, still has the single worst defensive play on the Red Sox this year. That cannot be forgotten.
That does count for something. That was atrocious.
It has to. Like I like his moxie, his overall attitude, but boy, oh boy, was that a stinker of a play.
Jerry, you getting texts? What's going on over there?
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking.
We should probably salute Marcelo Meyer in the same conversation since we're talking about what's going on with second
Salute
base,
him out.
right?
Yeah.
Undergoing right wrist surgery, has a torn triangular fibrocartilage complex.
But
That was pretty good.
Jared
I thought that was going to go
Carabas.
way worse.
I said that pretty good.
It's fine.
No, you were good at that. Yeah, not the Carabas part, but
Yeah.
you were good at that.
It did stick out to me that he said last time when he got the shot, they always thought at some point, the shot was going to wear off or you were going to have a problem with it. So the fact that happened this time around, but I think the conversation today has been a fair one with him. Like, you haven't played 100 games in any professional season. You can't talk about him without talking about the injury history. As much as you may like the defense or you believe in the bat, it's just part of who he is.
Jerry.
I want to get out in front of this Marcelo Meyer take. Let me just suck on it a little bit, see what it tastes like.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
ahead of it. I just want it on the record.
You're
You are
sending
ahead
him
of
for
it.
Joe Ryan, Jared?
I think that when Marcelo Meyer's Red Sox tenure is done, we won't remember him as an injury guy.
Okay.
I would hope. Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Coley,
Oh, that was Pinky.
This is when, are you done?
I'm fucking done. That was
okay.
That's the
That was
take.
it. Totally thought there were more words there. I didn't think that was supposed to end.
Done. That's the take. Suck on it. See how it feels. See how it tastes, and then get back to me on that. Yeah, Coley.
I don't even remember based off of how abrupt, like I was thinking like when to come in. I couldn't even begin to.
I would have guaranteed he messed up the pointer pinky thing, and he totally didn't.
Yeah.
He was just done with the take.
I was done with the take. Take was done.
It is so. I mean, how old is he? 20.
Oh, that-
He'll be
This is
23 next
Coley's
year.
fucking take.
he said
right
he
here.
forgot it. Okay, Coley.
All right, come back, Coley.
Oh, did he forget
I
it
lost
again?
it again because
Oh,
This
How
guy.
many- here it is. Here it is. How many more years are you gonna allow that to marinate? Like, what's the shelf life of this take? Because I think for me, it was this year. It was, and that was coming into the year. So the way it happened, him getting called up sooner than he should have, that has to adjust it a little bit. So I've moved it to next year because last winter we had a lot of people on our bumper being like, "Fuck this Xbox playing long hair motherfucker."
Seriously.
Like that was a lot of people's take on him. Like, and this, I came into the year, I was like, I can't. In the minors, guys sit, especially top 10 prospects in the sport. You're going to be more cautious with guys. This, when did he get hurt? 3 weeks ago? 4
July
weeks ago?
23rd.
So almost a month ago.
Yeah.
Cora saying he chose to have surgery.
Yeah, this
Stood
feels
out
like
to
the
me a
team
little
doesn't
bit.
agree with the decision.
That all right.
That's my read
That
on this.
I heard when I heard that was like, oh, that feels
That's very
Casas-y.
specific wording.
Yeah, because again, this isn't a thing. They weren't for the last month searching around in his wrist, like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? He was taking swings super recently. I think the team thinks he should be playing. Now, no one said that to me. Just my read on this is they've been pushing for him to play. To his credit, I think he has tried to play. I don't think he's just been saying no the whole time. But once you hear players getting third option, multiple options, I don't like these options that I'm hearing over here because you're telling me I'm hurt, but I should play. I know I should get surgery. I don't know that the team and the players see eye to eye on this.
I hate to agree with you, Coley, but I
Why?
also,
I'm a good guy.
I'm
a good guy.
but I don't want this to
Because
be
this
the
lines
case.
up with the Xander take a little bit, which I'm
I'm not
disagree
doing it because
with.
of that. I'm not doing it because
but
of that.
Cora being like he chose, like, oh no, he decided he was going to have surgery. It's like, all right, like we heard you took the dry swings, it was uncomfortable. You went to play catch. He said he got out to 60 feet, and then it wasn't working. And he made it very clear, I don't believe I can play baseball, so it was not a hard decision for me. Like, this is pretty black and white to me. It felt like on the Red Sox, it wasn't very black and white as they were going through this process.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm also a chronic wrist injury guy, but like until you have fucked up wrists, you don't understand how much you use your wrists on a day-to-day basis. Like turning doorknobs, fucking like when I hurt my
Crack and
wrist,
hog.
I can like just washing my body in the shower, like I can feel it. Like there's always like I hurt my wrist like right before I went to Arizona. So like mid-June, and it's like I'm just now feeling better, and it's probably not torn, but like I've torn both of my wrists, the left one twice. It sucks. Like when you have bad wrists, it's not a good time. And I don't know. I guess there's only so much you can do. You put it in a fucking wrist brace and you hope for the best, but like the littlest thing sets you back 4 weeks. Like I'm telling you. So like, while people want to, if you want to like, you know, if you're one of the injury prone people, fine, whatever. But if you're one of the, like, you're a pussy people, unless you are a chronic wrist injury guy, you just like me playing in the, like I'm playing in the old time baseball game on Wednesday, by the way, shout out, Steve Buckley, Cambridge, Wednesday night, Brock Holt's going to be pitching. It's a great cause.
Yeah. What the hell?
What?
We don't get to play again?
Yeah, no invite. Did we suck that bad?
Damn.
No,
geez.
He said there weren't enough spots.
Crazy.
He said
They're
there
just
weren't enough
hearing this
spots.
for the first time. This is tough.
Yeah, there weren't enough spots.
I've been at the cages for nothing.
You guys didn't even talk to me about it. I didn't even know that you were
I
planning
brought it
on-
up this year.
I understand, but
On the show.
Take it up with Steve Buckley.
I
Take it up
will.
with Steve Buckley.
Yeah, certainly. will.
You don't want to
Brutal.
see me.
Yeah. Brock Holt, old time baseball game, Wednesday night,
Jeez.
7, Cambridge. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even have to apologize. It's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault.
Where was I going with that?
Yeah, I don't
Marcelo
think he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
pussy.
So like I'm
I don't think he's a
playing.
pussy.
I'm playing
No.
in this game, and I am dreading this at bat against Brock because since the second week of June, like right now is the first time that like my wrist has felt better, and like I'm gonna go up there and fucking take a hack. And I'm telling you, 2 weeks ago I had a wad of gum in my mouth, and all I did was just flick it into a bush. Immediately felt it in my wrist. So
That'll do it.
like I kind of, as a wrist guy, Meyer, I get it. Cello, I get it. It's not fun. It sucks. Like I even just like trying to like push myself up out of the chair, I dread feeling something in my wrist.
Well,
I
that's 'cause
couldn't
you're
imagine
fat.
having to throw a baseball
Badass.
and hit and do all that and lift like weight. Like I've worked out 4 times in the last 2 months. Like it sucks. So
You're fat guy.
I get why he would be like, fuck this, I'm just getting the surgery.
Big
Because
time.
if you're gonna be like, I couldn't imagine throwing a baseball. Couldn't imagine. So like if you're at the point where 2 months of rest or whatever is not equating to you feeling better or all the way better, then yeah, like thumbs up, go get the surgery.
It also goes back, and Coley, I think we talked about this on the pod, might have been a couple months ago or maybe spring training. But Sox prospects had talked about that there was conversations in the Red Sox org when he's gone through these season-ending injuries. This is going to be the 3rd year in a row. That maybe were there possibilities he could have been back sooner? Is he a slow healer, or does he feel like he needs to be at 100% to get back on the field, right? Like that's what people throw on Casas. We knew Casas when he came back last year. He was flinching when he was up there. He clearly wanted to be 100% when he got back to the Red Sox. Didn't work out that way. And you can argue whether that's fair, wrong, whatever it may be. But I do think we've heard, there's been chatter within the organization about him being right, the body, him adding muscle, because we know he never lifted a weight in high school. How is that going? Cora specifically said today that he wants him to get stronger. He needs to get stronger. That's going to be part of him avoiding injuries moving forward. But it felt like to me, Casas was the name I kept seeing everyone associate with Meyer today on Twitter. And to Casas's credit, he did play 100 games in a minor league season. He actually did it twice if you include the Arizona Fall League 1 year too. So that's where you start to look at it, and you look at guys missing time. We talked about why it was fair to talk about Casas as injury prone. You got to put that label on for Meyer, and hopefully he breaks it, and it isn't something we're talking about 12 months from now, but it's part of his story right now. You just got to address it when he comes up.
And it's super obvious. Like everybody knows with Marcelo, the last 3 years, he hasn't been able to finish the season. It doesn't matter where he's at, what level he's at. But I'm never going to question Marcelo Meyer's need and want to play. He wants to play.
Yeah,
he wants
I think
to
he
play.
tried.
And
I
if he
think he
doesn't think he
talked
can
about
play, I believe him. He doesn't think he can play. Like, that's fine. That's okay. If the team disagrees, it is what it is. I do think Cora wording it that way is notable. He doesn't normally say anything by accident. It's always with a purpose. But him being able to play versus him being able to play well are totally different things. And when you're at this stage of your career, you want to be going as good as you can possibly be going. You don't want to alter that in any way. I totally understand. He's 22 years old. Like, he's at a point now where it's like, let me start a season with the Red Sox, by the way, so he can actually start with the big league club and hopefully take off and have his career be that way. Like, this is, his first experience of the big leagues, but if anything, it was beneficial, so he kind of knows what to expect. And now next year, he'll be ready to go. Coley? No.
So my point is about that part. You can't, I don't think, if you're building a team, if you're bringing back Alex Bregman, if you're bringing, obviously, back Roman Anthony, Garrett Crochet, if you're adding to that, I don't know that you can, in good faith, go into the season being like, this is the guy we're penciling in as a starter for 162.
162, no. I mean, expecting him, but he's just going to have to prove you're wrong, right? He's at a point right now where it's like he's going to have to show you he can get through a season, but if he feels the need to be starting a season fresh and not having this maybe alter whatever his timeline's going to be, I don't really have an issue with that. Like, looking at how Cello answered the questions in the presser, kid's beat up. Like, he is not happy at all. Obviously, no one's going to be fucking happy about, oh, nice, I get 2 months of going on more dates. This is great. Like, of course, everyone's going to tweet out those photos and everything. But no, he obviously wants to be out there. He wants to perform. And you can tell that he's genuinely sad that he can't be playing with his buddies. And he's the first dude out in the walk-offs. Like, who's the first dude to get the dude that just hit the walk-off? It's Marcelo Meyer. He's always there. He's a mega teammate to these guys. And he wants to be a part of this playoff run. So I kind of feel bad for him. And I would never question that he's, trying to, like, if he wants to play or not. Of course he wants to play.
It's terrible. Like, because especially his glove's been so elite. Like, one of the best gloves we've seen, period. Like, in a long time, because we've been bad at defense for a long time. So what he's been doing this year was welcomed, even if his bat was streaky, because we knew his bat was going to be streaky because he got called up earlier than he should have.
Exactly. And I think that's a big thing to keep in mind when you're having these conversations about what he did this year. Yeah, the overall offensive line, it's whatever, it's meh. But he got called up, played third base, which he wasn't doing a ton at the time. No. If anything, they were preparing him to play second base, and it all got flipped on its head. Showed up and played.
It did get flipped.
Yeah,
totally season did get flipped.
He played a third base that was as equally impressive as Alex Bregman. Like, that's pretty ridiculous. Yes, he's a natural shortstop. And the plays he made during that time, he kept this team treading water and staying afloat when it felt like everyone thought they were sinking. After the Bregman injury, there were very few optimistic people out there about where this team was going. He was a major part of getting everyone on the life raft and holding on until Bregman got back. The pitching took off at the beginning of June and Roman Anthony arrived and all that. But Marcelo, yeah, he's a big part of this. I'm curious now with what Trevor Story is doing. Like, what is that opt-out situation going to look like? Bregman tabling talks until the offseason.
You think there's a chance that he'd opt out?
No, I'd still say it's unlikely, but who knows? If Story keeps doing what he's doing the next couple months, I think it can become a very easy yes for him. But yeah,
he might go 25-25 after years of doing absolutely nothing.
Seriously.
So yeah, he certainly may opt out. I don't think no one's a free agent. No one.
And that's a big part of it too.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I look at Story. And yes, the defensive metrics aren't great, but it feels like they've gotten better and better as the year goes along. Certainly the eye test has told you that. But I think Story has a very deep connection with this team. I think that's going to factor into all of this here. But if Story's gone, then shortstop is something you need to figure out. Or even if it's moving Story to second base and Meyer to shortstop next year, depending on what you do with Bregman, like, those are all major pillars in what's going to happen with him.
I think basically most of us expected that Cello wasn't going to be back this season. Correct. So we already were in that headspace. And I think that took us out of the area of being able to acknowledge that this is a pretty big loss of what he could have done for you down the stretch here. And for Story and Bregman, they got to stay healthy now. Like, these guys cannot go down because you can't have this kid that's just going to come up and be great defensively and just help in that spot. So, obviously you hope Breggy and Story are good the rest of the way, but you don't have a lot of wiggle room there. Jerry?
I just wanted on the record, I did think he was going to come back.
Okay.
And I think, what was it, last night where Cora was speaking very ominously about his situation? That was probably a moment where I considered maybe we wouldn't see him again, but I still thought we'd see him again pretty much right up until the moment where it was like, hey, he's having wrist surgery to end his season.
Collective, according to
Yeah, and
Let
like,
it be known.
Jemai slipped up when and asking him one of the questions. He was like, you've had this career-ending injury, season-ending injury. Yeah,
It's the last we're ever going to see him.
Yeah,
you're dead.
yeah. I think
Thoughts?
He'll never
something
play
like
again.
that.
What do you think,
Something like that. Maybe eventually we can talk to him about it. Have him on the podcast to provide some clarity, because
I mean, he's got
The last-
availability.
the last thing I would want is
That's bad news for you.
me.
No, Steve.
Why?
Oh yeah, the weather thing.
The
Yeah, he's
number
got a
one
lot more time
weatherman
for weather.
in the
Yeah.
in the Tri-County.
Oh.
All
And
of
if
a
he's
sudden,
been
that's a
paying
lot of-
attention, there's clearly a spot that can be taken for
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah, he's got nothing but time now too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think it would be worthwhile to have that conversation with him about it, because we don't know how bad it was. We don't know what he was limited to. We don't know if it was his choice. It wasn't his choice. We don't know what his doctors recommended. Stuff like that. Like, that's all important information. And I feel like sometimes when you have someone have a season-ending injury, especially this time of the year, because now it's go time. We're about to be in September. Every game's going to feel like a playoff game. People will soon forget about Marcelo Meyer, which sucks, but like, that's the case. I haven't thought about Tristan Casas at all,
No.
unless I've like seen him pop up in the dugout or something.
T just mentions him out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
I
like,
think about him every day.
I think we're
I
going to get
believe
to a point where it's like Marcelo Meyer is like, see you in 2026, buddy. Like, we have to make the playoffs this year. We have to go on a run. So I would like to at least have a conversation with him if he wants to talk about it. I mean, he doesn't owe us
probably
an
when he's
explanation.
healthier.
Yeah, like right now he's probably wearing it. Yeah, like that sucks. But
It's probably a next year
But
combo.
him saying like, I want to be around,
Excuse
and I'm
me.
not. Oh, sorry. Let me
I had
Coley?
had this up.
I didn't see it. I
You
apologize.
Coley?
monster.
Coley?
As much as I want to point out that the Red Sox think it's this way, I don't know that they should be given like it. They haven't exactly handled other people's injuries in a way where we should be like, they're right in trying to force them to play. As much as I'll be like, oh, Xander would have done it. Of course he would have done it. They're not the same person. Marcelo wants to get the surgery because he wants to have a 15-year career ahead of him, not get hurt. I completely understand that. The Red Sox, you don't even have to go that far back. If you just look back to how, like T said, they handled Casas' rib injury last year. He didn't feel well, and they were like, this fucking pussy with the shattered ribs, if he doesn't get up here and start swinging a bat for a team that's going nowhere, we're going to kill him.
Dude's
I
never
don't know
looked the
that-
same.
That's what I mean. I don't know that they deserve some great benefit of the doubt. They're acting selfishly. They want to win games. They believe even an injured Marcelo gives him a better chance to do that. I get where they're coming from, but are they doing that with his best interest in mind? Definitely not. T.
I do like the fact that he's staying with the team and made that like a very clear thing. Like,
Well, it's
I
the
feel like there's a
boys.
ton I can
Hey,
learn
big
here.
dugout guy.
Being around everyone, I do think that goes a long way with Bregman and Story. And if they get into the playoffs and all these different things, to sit there and just kind of experience it and maybe even be able to take a step back,
now you
I
can
think
learn.
all of that will be
Learn more. Yeah, like if you're in the
Uh,
dugout and you can just absorb as much as you can, see the game from a different angle, like that has value as well.
And we talk about Casas in these kind of situations. I just love the pointer pinky thing right now. We got something going.
Big
We
time.
talk about Casas in these situations. I think it's way different if we're just in hypotheticalville of this all happening to Tristan Casas. If it was to happen this, let's just say like he had been playing up until Marcelo was playing, and then, there was something questionable about whether he was going to get surgery or not. Tristan being around the dugout in the clubhouse, I think, is a lot different than Marcelo being around the dugout in the clubhouse. Tristan he's just an interesting cat, and you never really know what you're going to get from him. I feel like Cello already kind of knows where he fits with this team and kind of with the vibes there, and he's already been picking Breggy's brain so much that I feel like it's going to be beneficial to the other guys to have Marcelo there kind of picking everybody up and trying to learn things along the way. I don't think he's going to have any negative impact being around. Jerry?
I want to say, I think it was Pap that had the take on the views, which, by the way, the views, we'll get to this in actually no, because we're playing the Orioles next, but this Friday, Unobstructed Views, the McMahon will be in studio. Tyler said he has no interest in doing it, and Steve has work. or something.
And then I also have no interest. I said I had no interest, and that's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Big thumbs down.
So yeah, me, the McMahon, and Lenny DiNardo.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Oh, I might have to be there now if Lenny's there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's me, the McMahon, and Lenny DiNardo. T said, fuck that shit.
Definitely did not.
Even though, I mean, I guess, you're on 95 Sports Hub from 6 to 7. The game starts at 7.
Yeah, I'm going to get there at like 8.
Oh, no.
Plenty of game.
Like
so much
fifth
game
inning
left.
on.
Do you understand that like the people that come on that show are there for like a half an inning? Like you would have half the game.
That's a good point, kid.
Yeah.
We'll think.
Shout out Lenny. One of the best
like,
people
honestly,
at the
like,
blue ticket.
the amount of times that I've had to like think for Tyler today is so fucking concerning, but like I digress. Where was I going with that?
You brought it up. I don't know.
This Friday, the views. Oh, Pap.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Pap had a take on the views about how, like, well, look, like Bregman's hurt and he's in the dugout all the time. Casas is hurt. He's nowhere to be found. Like, did they not want him around and this and that? Casas, I mean, he was on crutches, like in a walking boot and all this shit. Like, he's kind of just in the way at that point.
He's huge, too. Yeah.
He's a massive human being. Now, no crutches, no boot. He's in the dugout. Look at that.
Crawford.
The
Like,
trifecta.
They come to the
300
dugout,
dudes.
and I see only people who are never going to play.
Oh
ever.
yeah,
Every
Elk is
time
doing
they
all
come
these
to the
like motions and stuff. I'm like, we got a whole like hospital full of dudes. I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like they're all just dancing around on the IL over there.
T, you had your pinky up?
Um,
Oh, brother.
Oh
Jesus,
man,
dude, come on.
very important part of the pinky is remembering what it's going to be.
Yeah, you
And
gotta remember,
listen,
gotta
I
be
boofed it
pinky.
twice, but
Yeah, that's all good. Boofing happens.
it's not looking good.
Oh no, he flipped
No.
it.
yeah, it's flat.
Did it flip again?
Fuck.
T, you worried? Because I think we also inherit a year of control with Nathaniel Lowe.
Is
If
this
I heard
true?
correctly?
Ooh, that would be something.
Like option, like we could not.
We have the choice.
Yes.
I think that's on the table. You're a little worried if he comes and tears it up. That's our lefty first baseman of the future.
Yeah, so technically, earliest ARB eligible. He wouldn't have been a free agent until 2027. No, I wouldn't say I'm worried because I think Tristan Casas is just like Marcelo Meyer right now. Like, there's a lot of questions there until he's healthy. Like, even being ready for opening day, I think that's a major
Sure.
question. And if Nathaniel Lowe is the player he had been the previous 3 years, that's a pretty serious bar for Tristan Casas to go and clear. And I may think offensively he has a higher ceiling than Nathaniel Lowe. If he goes back to being the defensive first baseman he was, that is a very hard thing to overcome. And we know how this organization cares about defense. It's why they looked at Marcelo Meyer returning as such an important part of this entire puzzle. But yeah, I think Casas deserves to be challenged at this point in time. I think, based on what's happened to him, it's been very unfair, but he's going to need to go out there and prove it. I think he's still going to show that he's that talented of a hitter. But if the worst case scenario is he's at AAA as depth and he has to push his way back up, or, maybe he's moved in a deal, I think that's always a possibility. But if he's down at AAA and raking and doing his thing, I think we've seen this year that opportunities will open.
Big time. I just don't see a world where anyone's given up anything of value for him right now, which is where I don't know why. You'd just be giving up on a guy who it probably bites you in the short term.
Like, if you get to spring training next year and Casas goes nuclear during camp, you're telling me Craig Breslow isn't going to be salivating at the idea of like, not
Trading
only
him.
trading him
All of
or let him get
course.
through the year and then you move him, or like he's about to reestablish his value. Hell, they let David Hamilton stick on this roster for 4 months, giving you absolute dog shit.
But they
because-
like David Hamilton. We know they
That's
don't.
fair.
Really
By the
like
way,
Tristan.
shout out to
Casas.
David Hamilton for
Shout out.
intentionally making that shitty throw to first base so he could figure out if the password can pick it. Shout him out, dude.
You don't get that anywhere. That's next level.
Yeah.
No, that's
Intentional
just
trash
Hamilton.
throw just to test out a
doing
future
doing him a
1B.
solid, dude. Doing him a
Mhm.
solid. You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
Red Sox win 2-1.
Red Sox win 2-1. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, I feel like this is what a place to start. because we've got some competition here, man. Boy, do we have some competition. The television broadcast.
Ground ball, base hit, Red Sox win it. Here comes Anthony to score. There's magic in the greens. The Red Sox with another walk-off in the greens. That's 5 times now they've done that. 2-1 the final.
Tell you what, late in games, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, extras. You don't want to play this team. There's something about them. There's something in the water in that clubhouse. They have that fight in them late in games. That's a beautiful win.
Yeah, it is a beautiful win. Will Millbrooks. The radio broadcast call.
1-0 to Trevor. Pitch is grounded on the right side throw. Red Sox win it again. Walk-off hit for Trevor Story. There's magic in those green unis. They steal one tonight, 2-1, as Story is mobbed in right field.
He's trying to run away from his teammates. He's run well out into right center field now, but they're still chasing after him. 10th walk-off win of what is becoming a very special season for the Red Sox, and this was gift-wrapped in the bottom of the 9th inning by the Marlins pitchers, particularly Simpson, who couldn't throw strikes. Red Sox loaded the bases without a hit, 2 walks and a hit batsman, and then with the infield in, just a well-placed bouncing ball through the hole on the right side to bring in Roman Anthony, and the Red Sox win it 2-1 on a night when it felt like they were kind of in a perilous position most of the night.
Let me say real quick, Jerry.
Well,
unless you got another one. Oh, there's 3?
Yeah.
Wow.
3. Yeah. Hogdale.
Trevor Story. Can we win this game? The pitch. Swung on, grounded. It's through right field side. It's a walk-off single for Trevor Story. They do it in the Green City Connects again. The Sox win it 2-1. Let's fucking go. No doomering. It's all happiness. It's all joy. Let's go, fellas. 10th walk-off win of the season. I believe it's our 6th walk-off in the City Connects, 5th of the 6th. We'll take it, man. Let's go. We'll take it.
He's a one-man show. He's doing his best.
No, and he corrected himself immediately.
Thanks for the 300 bits.
Unbelievable.
he's electric. That is perfect. Yeah,
we need to start getting the Spanish call in the mix too.
Oh,
I agree.
I got to think it's a great one. I'll give credit to the radio call because I do think, I was watching on Nesson, and OB was calling it a pitcher's duel, and it just really wasn't a pitcher's duel. Like, the score was super misleading. I feel like there was a lot of traffic with Giolito. You give him credit for getting out of those situations, but Alcantara was way better. Like, he was unhittable. No one was touching him. By the time Roman came up in that at bat, I think they had 1 total base runner when there was 2 outs in the 6th inning, when he gets that walk and then Breggy drives him in. So yeah, that is the right way to describe it. They stole that win on Friday. Like, that felt like a game you had no business winning, and because you're wearing the Monster City, no one wants to call them the Monster City Connects. I find that it's always the Fenway Greens. I'm like, this Monster City Connect is kind of cool, but no one really wants to do that. I guess I'll just be the only one that does. That Roman at bat, by the way, just incredible. Just incredible. He was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. I do like how Breggy acknowledged that in the post game, where it's like a lot of kids in that situation are overdoing it. They're trying too hard. Like I mentioned, 2 outs. I was going through the pitches there. You get a called strike on a slider, then a ball and a curveball, foul ball, ball and a curveball, foul ball changeup, ball curveball, foul ball and a 99-mile-an-hour heater, and then ball 4 on a changeup that's low, and he draws the walk and then scores from first. It's really ridiculous to see his composure at the plate in these big situations, and then leads off the 9th inning with the walk. Weirdly enough, my favorite Roman thing is when he walks. He has some of the most entertaining walks that I've seen from anybody, and the eye he has at 21, I say it all the time, and we say it way too much, but no one should be able to have this eye, Jerry, at 21 years old. It's crazy.
He's got some great takes. He's got the, and like in situations where it's like, well, you got to protect. It's like, yeah, you have to protect, but like a ball is still a ball. And if it's down, I don't need him swinging at a pitch that should be ball 4 because it might accidentally be strike 3. You know what I mean?
Not this close to ABS being implemented too. I don't want him to change his ways when he's going to be able to start challenging that.
Right. Yeah. So shout out Roman Anthony, man.
And since he got to the leadoff spot, it's 295 with a 442 OBP, 492 slug, 934 OPS. Like to get on at a 440 clip at the top of your lineup, talk about just setting up everyone else to eat and knock runs in and do the damn thing. Like just basically almost getting on half the time. That is insane for a 21-year-old.
It's absurd. That at bat was my favorite at bat of the entire series because they weren't touching Sandy. He was around like 70 pitches when the at bat starts. I'm thinking he's going to go 8 innings maybe. That was his last inning.
Oh.
He doesn't go past 6, and then obviously credit to Breggy for getting the big hit there, but he had to throw an extra 15, 16 pitches, and all of a sudden his night's over. And you didn't even get to any of the bullpen guys the next 2 innings, but the 9th inning it was kind of handed to you. But either way, those are the kind of wins you have to get if you want to make the playoffs.
Yeah. So the Greg Weissert, the Red Sox were a Greg Weissert save away from sweeping this series. They hit 204 in this series.
Yeah.
A 601 OPS. They got on base at a 279 clip and slugged 323 as a team.
Got out-hit in 2 of the games.
Yeah, they had 19 hits in the entire series. They scored 12 runs total in the series and struck out at a 20% clip.
They had 2 home runs. 1 was caught, 1 was gone, and 3 out of 30 parks.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't do dick offensively in this series.
The non-Cal Quantrill pitchers shoved it down our dick holes. Absolutely just spun it around in there and cleaned out the urethra.
Alex Bregman led the team in hits this series, and he didn't start the last game. He had as many hits as TS10. But yeah, either way, it's still a series win. I know. I hate doing catch up on a series or on a series finale loss, especially in a game that you should have won. Like you fucking blew that one. Like that's. I'm gonna be screaming Isaiah Campbell's name into the sky for the next fucking week because
Train's just gonna be hearing Campbell's name every day.
Campbell. Because I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but the Orioles have been playing better baseball of late.
Mm-hmm.
We see their 2 best pitchers in this series, this 2-game set. And then it's 4 in the Bronx. The Yankees have won, 3 straight, 4 straight? So like they're playing better ball of late. I don't need the fucking week from hell. Okay. I don't need a situation where a week from tonight, we meet up next Sunday and we're like, what happened? Like, I just don't need that. Okay. This is a very, very crucial week of baseball. I know that it's kind of, we've lived so many identities just this year alone.
Mm-hmm.
Starting off the season being like, I can't believe it's another year of 500.
It's
Roman
been 4
Anthony,
seasons
please.
and 1.
Yeah, Roman Anthony, please be the savior of the season. Alex Bregman's hurt. Oh, fuck, we're screwed. Rafael Devers is traded. What the fuck happened? Like, if you want to bail on the franchise and never support the team ever again, then go right ahead. Never mind, just kidding. They wanted him gone, so we're happy that he's gone. The Red Sox just won 10 straight baseball games. Now they're threatening for the division, their top wild card spot. We have lived... No, this is a pinky rant for you, Coley. We have lived so many identities just this season alone. I'm comfortable where we are in this chapter of top wild card team threatening for the division. I'm happy right here. Don't have a week where we're like, fuck, they fooled us again. Coley?
I agree with everything you said. If one more fucking person tweets me the Giants record, like I give a shit about the Giants.
What's Devers
record.
WRC plus this month?
It's notable.
Tweet me that.
Like he would have, like that would be our record. How is that notable?
No. I'm just saying it's oh wow, look at that. That's crazy. I'm not looking at it from crazy, like but people he couldn't have still raked here. Like he still would have been fine. That's not how people tweeted. No one tweets it at me because the Giants are doing poorly. They're saying it's to say that he sucks.
The Red Sox would be 15-40 if he was still here. It's fucking nonsense.
No chance.
I also think the first wild card conversation has become very big for Red Sox fans because of what you do at home. You're 41-23 there. On the road, you're 27-34.
Dude, that's a good point.
Getting home field advantage for that wild card round feels like the difference between maybe you getting past there and you get past the first round. As we saw, you can get hot. All of a sudden, shit starts going and you go way farther than anyone thought. But it feels like it starts with you being at Fenway Park at game 1 of the wild card round.
To this point, we need to write it down because that's a good one.
You have an equal chance based on the 3 years of the wild card series of making the World Series if you just get in versus if you get a bye. Same amount of bye teams and wild card teams have made the World Series. Same amount of bye teams and wild card teams have made the LCS. Just get in. But also, I agree, T. Get in and please host. That would be great. And then if it's the Yankees, it's great for us. Good content. Be beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way, I think we might be. So we tried this out. Tied in the 8th was what? Friday. We had a tie in the 8th on Friday, and which Steve showed up to. Shout out to Steve. Steve was there.
Wow. Can we clip that? Thank you.
I do have a clip from that tie in the 8th, by the way.
Texan bags, do not clip that.
Do not.
I don't know if I've ever seen Jared say shout out to Steve. Whatever you do,
shout out
do not clip it and actually delete it from the show.
Quality is definitely different. The quality on these are just way better because we are doing it through our vendor now. Sully's shout them out.
We're bunting.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Bunting. Showing bunt.
Betty Teddy be bunting.
I think he means it too.
Showing bunt and licking cunt, right?
Jesus Christ.
That's just a
shout out Train made an appearance on Tie in the 8th on Friday night. But cool concept was born on Friday night, which Steve was not there for. Couldn't have left faster once the game was over.
I had to cook some stuff up. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. So Coley and I stayed on Tied in the 8th after the Red Sox game ended and basically did like a Red Sox fan red zone. Like we just hopped around the games that if you're scoreboard watching teams that are relevant to the Red Sox in the standings, we just hopped around those games. And then we did Dodgers Padres because I mean like that's just like a heavyweight bout. But yeah, we hopped around like the Yankees, the Mariners, the Blue Jays, like teams that playoff implications for the Red Sox. I love that concept. It's not always going to work because sometimes those teams, I mean, most often those teams might be playing while the Red Sox are playing. But I think Thursday night we might try to dabble. I don't know what everyone else's availability is, but like even if it is just me and Coley again, I'm down. But
I can do it.
Yeah. Thursday night we're gonna live stream not from my place. We'll all do it remotely. We'll live stream the first game of the Red Sox Yankees series, and then we can kind of just like bop around to the other games, and yeah, that'll be fun. Make a night of it.
It's getting to that point, isn't it? It's starting to feel like, oh yeah, you're watching all the games every night, aren't you? You don't remember what this feels like. You don't remember what it feels like. It's different, especially with like you get those back to school commercials, and it's like, wait a second, right? That means September's coming up, and we still are looking at the standings and caring about what's going on. It's a nice feeling, but there's also responsibility that comes with it.
There is, but it feels good to see the bubble teams falling farther and farther out of it.
Yeah,
like for so long, I was looking. No, I was like the Rangers, man. Their run differential was really good. It was right around the Red Sox. Talk about just shitting your pants since the deadline. They have completely fallen apart. The Guardians are the Texas Rangers.
Oh,
like they're talking about throwing guys on waivers. They're going to try to get under the luxury tax. Like that's how far they've fallen. Which, hey, that might be good for the Red Sox. Start dipping your feet in and see where you can pick guys up. They tried to do it with John Gray. Then he goes out and pitches a game. He has thoracic outlet syndrome, and it's like, oh, he's probably going to retire now. Like he's probably
Jesus.
good wrapping his career up. But the Guardians are the bubble team right now. They're 3.5 games back of the Yankees. They're 4 games back of you. Like that's the team threatening to take you out of the playoffs. That's a
Not
good feeling.
Yeah, not even.
It's like,
I
do you even call that threatening? Yeah, like the
It's not that-
Royals. The Royals are closer to you than the Rangers right now.
It's
They're
can
what,
the
2
Red,
games
it's,
over
it's the
500?
Red Sox. It's them. Can they do it? Are they going to fuck it up? No one's going to knock them out of it.
But
It'd
you
be
would
them
have
fucking
to
it up.
seriously fuck it up. Like,
Sure.
and that's kind of
I mean,
where
No,
I'm
they've
at.
done it though. That has
They've done it.
happened.
You're right. But you would have to try. It's going to take a epic collapse in that sense to
I mean, I think Steve
somehow not have
said
a spot.
something that I don't even feel comfortable repeating earlier that would really fuck this team. If someone on the left side of the infield got
No.
hurt, they would be
No,
Or-
fucked.
one of Bayo or Giolito, as you saw in this series, when they're
I think
right.
you're way less fucked there because you could just be like, all right, maybe Kyle Harrison hits. Maybe, listen,
Maybe.
Jared brought
Coop.
him up earlier. They keep starting Peyton Tolley in a way that makes me think like, is he gonna come up and start, even if it's in 3-inning bursts? Like, I don't know that Sandlin, to your point, was immediately moved to the bullpen. They did not do that with Tolley.
No,
No.
I think they're going to tier him down as they go along over the next couple weeks. Like, I think we're seeing
He was
70
still what,
right now.
70 pitches? Like
Yeah.
that's
Uh,
not like really low. Like that's
No, but it's certainly not starter either. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they get him down to like 40 or 50 and they're like, all right, cool. 2 innings, 3 innings, let it run. Maybe 3
what I'm
innings
saying.
in an
That's-
ultimate scenario. But I think
Yeah.
they do that in a bulk relief role, not starting games. But who knows? Maybe you get to game 4 of the playoffs and they're like, fuck, man. Like,
Right.
you know, is it Walker Buehler? No. Is it Dustin May? No. Let Tolley go out there with an opener or start the game and see where it takes us.
Jared mentioned something earlier, and I think it's a valid point, and it's going to happen soon. One of these weeks, there's going to be some movement because I was looking up the last 4 shows that we've had. I wasn't on one of them because it was my birthday, but the standings have basically been the same. Like you've been 5 or 4 games back of the Jays, and you've been like a game and a half up on the Yankees or a half game up on the Yankees. Like there hasn't been much movement at all since the trade deadline. But one of these weeks, it's going to happen. Somebody's going to get hot. They're going to pick up like 3 or 4 games in a week, and before you know it, it's either the Jays are running away with the division, or all of a sudden the Sox are like 2 games out. The one thing, and this is probably a little too early to do this, but I'm really looking at that last week of the season, that Jays series, where if the Sox want any chance of winning the division, they basically got to be like a game out at that point, because the Jays have already locked up the tiebreaker. And you're going into Toronto. The Jays then host the Rays for the last series of the year. So assuming at best they've been awful. So assuming at best you win 2 out of 3 of those games, you pick up 1 game. You then have to pick up another game when the Sox play the Tigers and the Jays play the Rays. So that's probably looking too far ahead. But either way, one of these weeks, Jerry, there's going to be some big movement. You now have me thinking it might be this week because it is valid. The Orioles are not like as trash as people might think they are. And then you got to go to New York for a 4-gamer.
They're playing better, and you have their 2 best starters going in these 2 games. It's 2
And they
games
just
set against Baltimore.
called up their top prospect.
Yeah, like we didn't just get face fucked with a top prospect in the Marlins series too.
They're home games,
Yeah.
though.
They are home. That does help. But they got 37 games left, and one of these weeks is going to be a oh shit week. You just hope it's on the good side.
Yeah, this week makes me nervous a little bit.
It's a big week.
It's a huge week. It's a huge week. It kind of like makes me want to wear some chubbies, T.
Mm-hmm.
Chubbies,
Yes.
you want to wear them.
I do badly.
Credit to him.
I
He's just
can't lie.
confirming what you said. He just wants to make sure he heard this
I
right.
get it. Yeah.
I kind of want to wear some chubbies too, especially
Yeah.
for these thick thighs.
Right.
Summer's winding down, but there's still time to let the dogs out.
Mhm.
Rough. And by dogs, we mean your legs. Definitely not talking about your feet. Before
Right.
your pups get stuck in jeans and sweats this fall, set them free with the Line Swim collection from Chubbies. Whether
Mhm.
you're poolside, lakeside, or oceanside, hell, volcano side, on that long-awaited vacation, these trunks are ready to travel. Life's too short for uncomfortable swim trunks, so these babies are set up for all-day comfort with a quick, dry stretch fabric and a built-in liner that actually does its job. No more chafing, no more soggy butt, no more mesh disasters. Let me tell you, I wore my chubbies to the beach for the first time this weekend. Had a little family beach day. We went up to Craigsville. I had no chafing, no boils between my thighs. If you know, you ever had those pop out when you get the salt water in there. It's not a good combination. But when the sun goes down and you're heading from the beach to dinner, swap into a pair of Everywhere shorts. They fit right, feel right, and go with everything. And after wearing them once, you'll find yourself wondering why you even owned another pair of shorts. For a limited time, use our exclusive code SECTION10 for $10 off at chubbyshorts.com. Let the thighs out. Let the good times roll.
I love that. Shout out to Chubby.
Suck one.
Yeah, Chubby's is doing it right. If you can get me to wear shorts, then you have a product that is very successful at what they do, what they intend to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shout out Chubby's, man. All right. I feel like we were all over the place with that series review, but like it was more than just wins and losses. It was like we were sorting through issues, you know, between Meyer, Willier. There's just a lot going on.
Isaiah Campbell.
The bullpen, Campbell.
And listen,
jeez.
we could talk about the home road splits. We've been, especially since the break, just getting our dick kicked in by NL teams. It was nice to take a series against them for once.
It's kind of surprising me how negative some people are on Nathaniel Lowe on Twitter right now. Like, you just look at Toro against righties this year. He has an 83 WRC plus. Lowe is 104. Like,
You
just
also
bare
gave
minimum.
up nothing. You
Like,
gave up nothing to get him.
but he's better than Toro. Just even if you say you only get to face righties, we don't want you to do anything else. He's already a significant upgrade.
This is
Right.
why, remember this moment, all of you listening, everyone here. When Jim Bowden has a report this winter, I want you to remember that he suggested trading Peyton Tolley for Nathaniel Lowe. As recently as what? A month ago?
Not even a couple weeks
About
ago.
2.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, Jim Bowden said, Peyton Tolley for Nathaniel Lowe? That sounds about right. And Nathaniel Lowe is in Boston right now, full free. You get to keep Peyton Tolley too. You get to keep everybody. You just get Nathaniel Lowe for league minimum, prorated salary. And Nathaniel Lowe is your first baseman, Boston Red Sox fans.
And a year of
Congratulations.
control.
Yeah, and a year of
That's
control for next year. Of ARB. Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently he's fat right now. Like, clearly the worst
The
shape
picture
of his
you
life.
posted wasn't a great picture.
No, I looked at it and I was like, all right, maybe I was a little unfair. I'm curious to see how out of shape he is when he gets here. I don't know.
Well, what's going on with him?
I don't know. People are saying, like, it's not like we're going to get like a weight update, but he's
mean,
bigger than
maybe-
he's been in years past.
It is very funny to hear. Apparently, he's fat right now. Something that we can all observe on a human. Rumor
Yeah.
has it he's fat.
You look at some of these
Reports.
Rangers pictures, he does look a little different.
T, this is
Yeah.
a tough photo. This is definitely
That's
a
a
tough
tough one.
photo.
Brutal photo.
I mean, maybe he's just he was unmotivated with the Nats.
That's
I mean,
You can
wouldn't you
understand
be?
that. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
What?
I got to yell at T about something else.
me
You're good.
again.
Yep. What did I tell you, T? When you write an article, you send it to me, and I will A, read it, and B, share it. You stopped doing that. Why?
I just feel bad inconveniencing you. I know you're busy.
That's bullshit. You should send me everything you write. I'll read it. That's how I get smarter. That's how I can cue you up on things that you've written so we can talk about it on the show, and then I can share it to help you, T.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. I just feel bad just sending it over. And
You
being
feel
like,
you feel
"Here's
bad
more
sending
shit."
me you feel bad sending me Red Sox content.
You do
that
enough
you know
for me that I need you to.
This is for
have to
me.
do that.
Now I can read it, so I'm only seeing Hunter Knoll tweets about Peyton Tolley. Now I can read and be like, oh, he did this in his Vorpsorp and this and that.
I will say the Giovanni Moran part of that last article aged very well. The fact that I was highlighting and he was called up the next day. That was
See, you're a visionary, T.
I wouldn't go that far.
Send me the goddamn articles.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jared Carabas.
What's great is because he's there, I always think he's saying it again. Like, and I can see him. It's just not. Give it a crack, T. Say his name.
Jared Carabas.
That's still not right.
I mean, that's how Maz says it too. Like, there's people from Saugus that say it like that too. Yeah, they say Carabas, but people will say people say Carabas. Like my buddy Tommy.
Carabas.
Yeah,
Jared
my buddy Tommy, his brother, they both say Carabas.
Well, I say crab rabbits because that's correct.
Jared Carabas.
That's not correct. T?
Play my music, please.
What music?
The
My
suspension
haiku music.
Get him out of here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Play my
I
music.
didn't want you forgetting. I haven't got to read them in
No.
a while.
Your music is undoubtedly the suspension music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot they won the series.
Yeah, same. Me too.
Forgot we're doing ketchup.
Storybook ending. The Fenway Greens transcending. Geo uplifting. Story never ends. Fenway Ketchup once again. Bayo Boys. Amen. A series of Taikus by Tyler Milligan.
I like that last one a lot.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that last one was strong, T.
I'm cooking.
Yeah. Did you feel yourself on that one?
I did. I knew when I had the Amen bar there that it was something special.
Which one had more likes?
They tied 1.2 each.
Damn.
I had a good one for today too.
Are you saving that for your solo podcast that you're gonna do?
I ain't doing no solo podcast. I promise you that.
All right. I'm just asking.
If Tyler Milliken's ever not on Section 10, he'll be retired from media.
That's what Braun Strowman said when he got fired from the WWE, and then he immediately went to their competitor. So you never
I
know.
would hang the jersey up.
Okay.
Dude, come on, man. I would never leave this show either.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Steve, man.
I'm
Classic.
technically the only one who stayed ever.
Yeah, you were
Yeah, it
actually
is
the
true.
last one. I left.
Even Jared left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It would have been funny if you did an episode just by yourself after everyone was gone.
Just 60 minutes of trade ideas.
I told Jared. I
Oh,
went
no,
through
3.5
the
hours.
I went through the old name redacted episodes, and in my head, Coley, I don't know if it's because I just didn't really know you at the time, but I was like, oh, Coley was on the phone for like 20 minutes. It's like, no, you were genuinely on like hour and a half of every episode.
Yeah.
It was incredible. Oh, it's just funny to go back and listen to. I don't know why in my head I didn't remember it that way.
Yeah, like we would basically do the series recaps, and then we would vote for the series MVP, and then call Coley for his vote, and then he would stay on the show for the rest of the show.
Mhm.
But it's like, no, it's not a guest spot. I was just calling him for his vote, and it's just a long call. I don't know. Like, we talk on the phone for a long time. What do you want?
That was our workaround because it was unsanctioned. We never asked permission or anything. Like, I
No.
probably could have just been on the whole episode. No one would have noticed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, no one ratted you out, that was huge.
Because it was just a call.
It was just a call. Yeah,
It was
like
just
your
a call.
your face wasn't like you weren't on the show. It was just a call. I was just calling my
Could've-
pal.
It could have been a voice actor. We'll never know. Jay.
Right.
Red Sox payroll with some stuff going. I know Coley mentioned earlier the extra year of control for Lowe. So he made 10.3 this year. Obviously, the Red Sox will be paying the prorated league minimum. But since he's under control next year, you will have to go above the 10.3 million he got in ARB.
So he's not under control next year.
Yeah. Well, unless you're willing to offer him through ARB, but you're going to be paying him, at least 11 to 15 million, which is a lot for a first baseman.
You non-tender him and offer him like a 1 to 2 year deal.
Which is probably it, unless he comes in, he is 2024 or 2022
Sure.
to 2024.
Sure.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Yeah. How old is he? 30?
Yep, 30.
All right. We'll see how
Baseball's
it goes.
brutal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just got to wait forever.
And by the time you hit 30, the Nationals are DFAing you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
no.
One
It's
bad
just not
year.
a fair
Here's your
sport.
life goal getting to this point where like the worst team in the league is like, get the fuck out of here. You suck.
Yeah.
That's the representation of how little like first basemen are valued. Like the last 3 years, he has been without a doubt a top 10 first baseman, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove. You had a bad 120 games and they told you to get the fuck out. Like we're good, DFA'd mid-season.
I wouldn't be shocked if that was kind of like, hey, do you want to be a free agent? And he was like, sure.
Yeah. Probably a little bit of both,
Or he
especially when you
asked,
look
like,
at the
either
clubhouse
way.
stuff.
It's probably
Yeah.
a mix of both. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
telling me they didn't try to move him at the deadline? They
Yeah,
weren't
they
calling
tried to get
anybody.
Tolley, I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They almost closed for Tolley.
That's
Very
nuts.
close. Did we have a Players Weekend thoughts at all?
Yeah, they killed it. Doesn't exist
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
It's
lackluster.
Yeah, it's,
It's
a
just-
fake players
yeah.
weekend.
It's
I
the
forgot
bat
it was going
weekend.
on half the time. It's just custom bat weekend. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's
And
basically
weird
it.
in the
ransom
cleats.
numbers on your hat.
Like, Put it this way, Players Weekend existed only on social media. The photo shoots that
Yeah.
the players did with their bats and their cleats before the games were that like I watched all the games. I didn't notice any of it.
no.
You know?
The only time you notice it is for a mound visit. It's like, what the? They got goofy numbers on the side of the hats. Like, what's this
Yeah.
all about? I just don't. What's the reason to not have the nickname jerseys? Everybody loved the nickname jerseys. And then when we're talking about auctioning these items off, you could make crazy money selling some of these nickname jerseys and send that to charity, keep it for the team, whatever the hell you want to do with it. Like, it makes no sense why they don't do that. If you just watch the games, to your point, Jerry, it looks like every other weekend. It doesn't look like it's a special weekend.
I also
It's
felt
not.
like we missed out on Marcelo Meyer having the best bat of anyone, the Lightning McQueen one. That
Yeah.
shit
Pretty
was
damn good.
sick. I like Bregman's, the drawings his kid did. And the Roman one was good, but I think he tossed the bat after 2 at-bats, right? And he was like,
He
I'm
did,
going back
yeah.
to the regular one. But yeah, nothing that like really popped in a massive
Duran's
way.
Stitch one was cool too.
Oh yeah, that
Stitch
one
was cool.
Agreed.
Him being in the Wally head on a bat is pretty funny to me. I like
I thought
that.
it was Story.
No, it's Duran in the
Gotcha.
head. Yeah.
I think he just had different versions because I saw the Stitch one too. But I heard
no,
Duran
no, no,
tell
no,
the
no,
story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Everyone had 3, I think, because
That makes
we were
sense.
watching the Dodgers and Freddie Freeman had one of each of his kids' names.
If they sold the nickname, and I'm not even now saying the ones that they wore in the friggin' games, if you just sold those as replica jerseys, those would go crazy. Like we grew up with,
Right.
the El Guapo, Pokey, like those jerseys on the back. It makes no sense to me why they don't do the jerseys. I don't understand. Closing here with the Players Weekend. Ty in the DMs asked us, what would our Players Weekend bat be?
Ooh. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably have like a Titanic bat.
The idea of on a bat, just the Titanic going down, would actually be kind of hilarious.
Yeah. I'd have a Titanic bat or like a Halloween themed bat would be cool.
You
That'd
probably
be
have
cool.
Michael Myers or something. Yeah, you'd have your shirt, probably.
If you did the Titanic bat, but it was just the ship, and then you struck out and broke it over your head.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I like pre-broke it.
Yeah. Sawed it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
This
intentionally
hat-
strike out the first at bat, Chairman.
Yeah.
Water just pours out.
Yeah.
T, what do you got?
It'd be a Buffalo tender.
Of course.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
I'd want it to pop a little bit.
Yeah, mine would probably be something Simpsons themed or like some deep cut cartoon. Obviously, The Simpsons is the least deep cut of all time, but like a Rocco's Modern Life bat. Obviously, we're older, so something like some 90s colored for sure.
Mm.
Can't go wrong.
I got Rocco's Modern Life socks.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Arnold bat would go kind of crazy.
Oh, that would go a little
Oh, a
stupid.
Mickey K-line bat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would
man.
do it.
The Mick.
I'd just go with the Jaws poster.
Yeah.
Can't
it's a
really
good
go
one.
wrong
That would
there.
be. I'm surprised no one's done that. That would be a good bat.
Then the top of my bat, Jared, would have a naked woman.
Like her boobs.
A boob bat.
Yeah.
Do you know
boob bat?
the Jaws poster?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
boobs.
yeah.
You know
yeah,
she's
yeah,
naked,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
She's nude.
Yeah. She's in
The
the,
tits.
nude. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't realize until Friday that the acronym for tied in the 8th is TIT 8.
Or just tight.
No. It's
I
the
read it
number
as tit 8 too.
TIT 8. Yeah, like people were saying it in the chat, and I was like, "What's TIT 8?" And like, and then Train was like, "Tied in the 8th."
Are you fucking retired? That's what
Yeah.
he said.
You fucking retired or what?
Yeah. Yeah, TIT 8. Yeah, there's definitely some good ones. That's a good conversation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, a Kowloon bat.
A loon bat, yeah.
Oh,
That would go stupid.
yeah. Kowloon bat would go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A Roman Reigns bloodline Ulafala bat.
Ulafala, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Ulafala.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
well,
could
honestly,
go
pretty
crazy
good.
with like the electricity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Zapdos too.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
do
I mean,
like
I'd do this, honestly.
Charizard
The
bat.
T-
yeah,
the
Jurassic
T-Rex.
Park is what I thought you would have said. Or like
Yeah.
how the Jeeps are wrapped. If you got that wrap on the bat,
Mm,
the Jurassic
Ooh.
Park Jeeps,
the yellow
That'd be really
Jeep.
good. Yep.
the yellow with the red, yeah.
Mm.
Basically, just a bat version of the kicks that I got.
Right.
Would be
yeah,
pretty,
yeah.
essentially.
pretty brazy. Yeah.
Mm.
Just like a big, like honking penis.
Yeah.
Did Masa have a custom bat?
Like a penis bat for Masa.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's somewhere up
Lexington
there with
Steel just ready to go.
just wiggling a huge dick.
Just got the Ron Jeremy and he's swinging it hard, Jerry.
The Masa people are taking their victory laps right now. I saw T had a tweet being like,
We don't need those numbers after the 0 for 4 today, Jared.
"Look at these numbers of Masataka Yoshida in the month of August." And like, when you say the month of August, it makes it sound like a 30-game sample. But
Well, it was
it was-
August, what?
it was
17?
9 games. And these people are taking a victory lap and coming at me being like, "The apology better be as loud as the fucking disrespect." And I'm like, well, all right, so here's how this goes, dumbass. It's when again, and I feel like I have to say this all the time. When a player is bad and you say that they're bad, that doesn't make you wrong when they start playing well. It's just that when they start playing well, you have to be consistent and say, Masataka Yoshida, he's having a hot week and a half. You know, like that's what it is. It's a hot week and a half. But then when you look at the actual numbers, you're like, you know, all right. So because it's an average, the fewer amount of games that are included in your average, if you have a bad day, that can really impact your average because we're not talking about a large sample size. So I'm just saying, T, like where are we at on the red hot Masa right now?
I think he's had a good month. I think anyone acting like he hasn't, he's been swinging it better. I'm not telling you to go nuts, but this is what you expect
I'm
out of
not going
Masataka
nuts.
Yoshida. Like he's going to be a plus bat against righties. That's what he does. And in this current role
This
with what
is,
you have
like,
going
not-
on,
like
that's
what
you
is
take
it
advantage
with
of.
what is it with like the younger Red Sox fans that just cling to painfully average to below average baseball players and hype
I'm
them
not
up?
clinging to Masa like that.
You have become the Masa guy, and like the respect Masa guy. He's great.
I'm
so
the MAGA
in the
guy.
I
month-
He's
just
the
said
Masa
I
guy.
think he can do what he did the previous 2
All right.
seasons.
Okay, T, in the month of August,
Yep.
Masataka Yoshida is hitting 257 with a 733 OPS.
Yes.
Here he comes.
He went
Hit
0 for
the
4
horn.
today.
Hit the fucking
It was a
horn,
rough 0
Jerry.
for 4.
257, a 733 OPS. In the month of August, Masataka Yoshida ranks 7th on the team in OPS. There he goes.
We're going to do this after one game. We're going to
7th
clown
on
on him
his
after he had
own
his worst
team.
game
The
in
month
a
of
month.
August, T.
His worst
It's
game
the month
of
of
the
Yeah,
August.
the only
He
player-
played the whole month.
The only players with the worst OPS than Masa, Rob Refsnyder. One more time, Jake, please. Rob Refsnyder, Sadan Rafaela, Abraham Toro, who is gonna be getting a job at Wendy's tomorrow, apparently. Connor Wong, Carlos
just in.
Narvaez, who is hurt. David Hamilton, who got demoted. and the Sanchez guy who has only had one at
Doesn't
bat.
exist. He doesn't exist.
Those are the only players that have a worse OPS than Massa. And again, I'm not trying to disrespect Massa, but please, and I'm not trying to single you out, T. There are so many fans that want to take the victory lap. He's not that good.
It's just, what do you think he is? Do you think he's an above average bat against right-handed pitchers? I do. That's what I think.
I forget who said this, probably Coley. If Masataka Yoshida played just a league average to even slightly below average defensive second baseman, and he were putting up these numbers, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would never bat an eye about him. But if you are a designated hitter and you do not play defense, you do not have a position on the field, all you do is hit, these are not acceptable designated hitter numbers.
With the way they built the team, you had a DH that did that, and you chose to get rid of him. He only faces righties. You don't have him facing lefties. That's the role. And he hits righties for his career well above average.
Okay.
Is that a wrong statement?
No, but so he's a platoon DH. All right, so against
that's what he is.
Against righties this month.
It's a stupid thing to have. That's not a thing serious teams have.
Yeah, no one has a platoon DH. And by the way, his numbers against righties this red hot August that he's having, it's a 752 OPS against righties this month.
Hit the horn, Jerry.
You know what? We love a good 752, just painfully mediocre platoon DH. That's what we love. That's what we have to have. We're not getting to October without a completely mediocre, only against righties, platoon DH.
Who treated him like more?
That was the secret sauce. We were
The
missing
victory
it.
lappers.
Now we have
It wasn't. Who's taking victory laps?
You did.
They were
You
out
did.
there.
I tweeted out his August stats.
It was supposed to be a look at this, huh? All the
Yes,
people that
'cause
said
Massa-
he's not good, check this shit out, motherfucker, and look at him.
To act like he had no
That's what
use
he
to
was
this team
doing.
whatsoever was unfair. I still feel that way.
Okay. It was a
He
small
doesn't
sample
fit.
size. It was a small sample size, and sure, the numbers looked fine, but like because it's such a small sample size, all it takes is one day over 4, and then you look at the overall numbers, and you're like, this is nothing to brag about. It's
And he
not,
goes 2 for
it's
4
not
tomorrow,
hard-
then we're right back to where we were.
if he does, we're not doing ifs. We're looking at what he's done, and it's just painfully mediocre. And you have to look at it through the lens of, well, look what he does against righties. That's mediocre too.
He's a
Even
120
the-
WRC plus guy against right-handers in his career. I'm not going to sit there and judge a guy who missed the majority of the season because the first 50 plate appearances were garbage. I'm not. I think he's above average bat against right-handers.
It's a 661 OPS against lefties.
Yeah, I do not want
We
him
are
facing a
not
lefty.
talking about, like, if we, again, not every team has a designated hitter. Like, this is our DH. A lot of
just a
teams will
platoon
rotate
hitter.
guys in and out, and sure. The Red Sox have chosen to pay a designated hitter, and this guy is just a designated hitter. He's not a good one. He's not.
They don't treat him like one. He's a platoon bat.
And
But
I think
like
that's
a platoon
stupid.
bat has to play the field. You can't be a platoon DH. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
They choose with their roster construction. He could play the left field. We've talked about him being good enough to go out there and fake it. He's good enough to fake it out there in 2023. Now it's never let him step out there again.
That's to protect him from
just
Durant.
because Massa was handed a dumb contract that he shouldn't have got doesn't mean he doesn't have any source of value. I think he is what he is. He's an above
He
average bat
has
against right-handers.
No value. They've
On
tried
his
to
deal, yes.
Right. And I get what you're saying. It's not his fault that the Red Sox gave him that contract, but because he has it, like, the performance does not match up with the money. And because of that,
No.
they're forced to trot him out there. And, you know, he's not awful. It's
they
a lot
aren't.
it's a lot of singles. It's the occasional double. It's not a full-time DH. It's not.
No, and he's not being that, and I never said he was that. But at the same time, they weren't forced to trot him out there. They decided to bring him back. That was their own decision that they couldn't yell from the rooftops
I'm sure he was
loud
about to
enough.
file a grievance against the team if they didn't.
He could have filed one quite a long time ago. The fact that we went from Massa was nowhere close to playing, and then in a week, hey, he's starting his rehab assignment. They were throwing him to the side and telling him to get fucking lost until they had an opening. And then they couldn't help tell you how great they thought he was going to be as a platoon guy. That's what they told you.
with Ref Snyder, which
with Ref Snyder, yes,
they haven't even done fully. No, we love Massa the person. He just obviously doesn't fit. Even the RBI hit he had yesterday was his patented weak grounder to second. It just happened to miss the second. And it's just like, I can't, like, that's the same thing that drives people crazy because it never works. And the fact that it worked this time, people were, I'm not saying you, but people were victory lapping that hit. And I was like, let's be so serious for a second.
He's also had 2 balls in the last week. One was a reverse unicorn homer that should have been out of the ballpark. It was only Fenway Park where it wasn't deep. And then he had one in Houston that was right there too. That was like 26 out of 30. So he's been hitting the ball harder. The results aren't there yet. But once again, I think he's better than what you saw the first 50 plate appearances. I think he is close to the 120 WRC plus bat he's been against righties. I think that's what he is. Is that going to wow anyone? No, it's not, because he's getting paid to be more than that. But guess what? The role on the team doesn't ask for more than that. What they're asking from him doesn't demand that. And I think he can hit well enough to be what he needs to do for this team
this month. T.
Yep.
Out of 14 players who have played at least one game for the Red Sox in the month of August, where does Masataka Yoshida rank in average exit velocity?
I'm guessing low. Definitely, probably not high. Out of 14, I'll go 11.
7th.
Oh, even better. Yeah, he's had 2 balls, especially the one the other night. It was like 29 out of 30 ballparks. Like, I'm not telling you to go nuts and to say, oh, that counts as a homer. No, but he's been hitting the ball well. I think there is something there in terms of what the role he needs to fill is. It's not going to excite people. He's definitely not going to be that guy. But I think also acting like he hasn't looked a lot better since those first 50 plate appearances is unfair.
It almost has nothing to do with that, because even last year he has the big hit against the Yankees. Like he's had some moments because he is a professional. Like anytime we face a team with another high profile Japanese player, they can't wait to talk to Masataka Yoshida. Like, he is a legend of a player. For a team that has as many question marks defensively as they do, his roster spot alone would be better occupied by someone who could just play in the field. I don't care if they're good or not, just having more options at their disposal. And he completely takes that away.
Well, I think part of it is because your outfield's so crowded too. You don't really have the ability to throw him out there. It doesn't make sense when you have
they don't want
4 outfield, but when you have 4 outfielders regularly plus Rob Refsnyder, there's not even a situation where you throw him out once in a week or once every 2 weeks. You know,
but they didn't have that problem last year, and they still didn't play him out there until Cora shared some like sashimi with the guy.
But we sat there and argued all year that you could throw him out there and get by, and that it was ridiculous to keep him on.
I'm talking about how they
not do it. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with how they feel, but they also thought so much that they wanted him back for the role he's in. Like, that's what they kept. No one made them bring Masataka Yoshida back. They chose to do it.
No,
you know, like, all I'm saying is
strange decisions.
What do you
like,
say?
Yoshida got robbed of a homer in the series. Like, that's what it is. Like, okay.
So for the one that he got robbed, he got one off a position player. So it all balances out in the end.
Yeah, that doesn't count as August stats though. That's July.
That's fine. Like, I'm just saying overall his performance this year
the
has
ledger
been disappointing.
Is balanced.
Yeah. Like it's been disappointing, and like again, it's not fucking personal. Like, it's not. I don't know the guy. He seems awesome. I have every reason to want him to be great. It would be an all-time vibes boost if Yoshida was the guy that we thought we were getting when he signed here, but he's not. He has not been that guy. And I get, last year and the 120 OPS plus or whatever it was. It's like,
both
you love
years.
That. Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's not that now. And I need better.
Why would you think he can't do that?
Because he's
hopefully he can do it somewhere else.
In 50 plate appearances, like, because he had a slow start after missing 4 months. Like, I would bet he's been getting better in August. That's the whole point.
I'm looking at the August numbers, and they bore me to tears. They're not good. They're not. He's not. They're not good. They're not
bad. If you looked at him 24 hours ago, he was having a great month of August.
Okay, I'm looking at
so that's all I'm saying.
But it continued to be August is the issue.
Yes, and I'm telling you, August has been a lot better than what July was. That's it.
He's trending down. I'm hearing, but to be fair to Massa, if Jared just reads his name correctly, if he just calls him Jensen Junk and moves on with it, Massa goes at least 1 for 4 today.
Maybe. Moss's hard hit rate.
Like
third on
going
the team
into
this month.
He's got
Going
3
into
extra base
today.
hits this month.
Yeah, going into today, it was a 666 WRC plus in July. It was 122 in August. He had an 0 for 4 night. He had a bad night, without a doubt. You tip your cap to it. Got robbed of a homer in
Yeah,
the
it's like
series.
a cat, man. I read that wrong. His hard hit rate is 6th this month.
That makes sense. If his what you say is average exit velo,
And that's
is 7.
right where I'd slot him
Yes.
in. He's probably the 6th, 7th best hitter on the team.
It's right on par with TS10 for hard hit rate.
That's also the problem. They had him hitting what 4th today.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
that told
7th
you
best hitter.
that I think that told you that they're all right. He's been swinging it better. He's making an impact. Yeah, he got robbed of a homer. We get it. Like he's been better.
T's giving him credit for the homer.
I am giving him credit.
Gotta give him
Are you
credit too.
taking away Willier's homer?
No, I'm giving him credit for that too.
Okay, everyone.
A's
gets
all
one.
around.
Steve get a home run too.
Woo!
He's got the bat in his hand.
I'm ready to hit it. Red
There you
Sox
go.
lose 5-3.
Put me in coach.
Yoshida plays baseball.
Okay. We gotta do a little catch up.
Quick catch up.
Yeah,
Mm.
the quickest. The quickest.
Agreed.
Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is brought to you by Clark's Ketchup Drizzle. That ketchup. Man, this one I feel like Coley, I think you had the tweet about why Bregman and Roman Anthony hate ketchup so much, and I couldn't agree more. Can you tell the folks at home why this is?
So anyone familiar with like McDonald's lore knows that the Hamburglar exists, and he burgles hams, as everyone knows. We have a ketchup burglar on the Red Sox, and his name is T.S. Tink. This guy comes into a series, sees ketchup's up for grabs, and he's just taking the whole. He's looking around, seeing if the waiters are looking. They're not, because it's those nice glass bottles of Clark's. You know what I mean?
Right.
Those real sturdy
classics.
boys. You hit the number on the button, it pours right out. He knows that, so he's looking around like those old bootleg watch sellers every cartoon had for some reason, where they got the big trench coat on. He's got one of those just clanging with ketchup, and that's Trevor's story. So yeah, I don't blame Roman and Alex for thinking these things, because
Alex.
there's no ketchup to be found. How would they know? How would they know when Trevor's story comes into every series and just takes all the ketchup?
Gotta say, quite the controversial ketchup graphic that we put out there after game 2. Easily the
Wow.
most comments we've ever gotten for that.
Why? What's up with it?
It looks like something's going on there.
Like what?
Maybe.
What are you implying? It's just
T, what do you think people were replying with that they thought was happening there?
Cum in the mouth.
Oh,
Wow. It's obviously
Wow.
ketchup.
yeah, it's ketchup.
If that's what your cum looks like, you need to go to a doctor.
Immediately.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Often it reflects your diet.
If the Kool-Aid man is listening, you don't have to. Everyone else should go to the doctor.
Clifford the Red Dog.
No, I don't know that his would be red.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid man, I think it's just an extension of the Kool-Aid that's coming out.
Right.
The first comment says, "This makes me not like being a Sox fan." Come on,
That's
Okay.
a little
what's
aggressive. It was a lot of
Okay.
pause, a lot of "hey, yo," a lot of that kind
This
of
guy,
stuff.
well, this guy doesn't even fall. Like, I don't give a fuck what this guy thinks.
Nah.
No, that guy's an idiot.
He's like some fucking gambling guy. I don't give a fuck what that guy thinks.
Fuck those.
No.
Oh no, you don't like the Red Sox anymore? Oh no, because of the ketchup? Oh. Aw.
Oh man.
Aw. But we want you to like the Red Sox.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah, fuck
Trevor
that
Story
guy.
doesn't. That's the vote.
It's a fact.
I mean,
Well,
I give packets to the alternate jerseys. It's pretty telling they lost in the whites.
I didn't.
I thought you were about to toss Coley for a second.
I heard the music in my head.
Oh, okay.
I did genuinely think it was playing the whole time.
No, it's not at all.
No, it sure wasn't.
Someone.
Well, you play music to go into the segment, so I always just like my brain just stays on music.
Like music's
The whole
happening,
time.
even if you can't hear it. Just know that it's going down.
I always have a soundtrack playing.
I guess this is my first time seeing any of the comments on this. Yeah, people went crazy.
It's pretty funny, actually. If you want to have a fun time, check the comments from the last catch-up graphic.
Yeah. Yeah, people are. People
There's
enjoy
a
the
lot
graphic.
a lot of phrases that Cameron would say on Is What It Is.
Yeah. All right. Steven?
Yeah, packets of Roman Anthony for having an awesome eye and having incredible walks. Packet to Breggy, who hit 571 in this series. As Jared mentioned, he did that in basically 2 games. Packet to Justin Wilson, by the way. I'm just going to call him the janitor now. I gave that one to Schreiber when he was here, but Justin Wilson is the new janitor. He comes in, he cleans up the mess, and he does it while looking like the most average guy of all time. Have we heard him talk? I haven't heard him say a word, but his high leverage ERA, batting average against, it's all incredible. He has been huge for the Red Sox and deserves a lot of love. But this guy that's getting the MVP, he just has huge hits. He has a feel for the moment. Had the walk-off on Friday in the Green Monster City Connects. He bat flips everything. He even bat flipped HBP. We got hit by a pitch and bat flips. He cannot stop flipping the bat. His 3-run bomb in Game 2 of this series, like I mentioned, would have only been gone in 3 parks, but the park we play at's Fenway Park, and the Red Sox are really good at that park. Mike Clark's catch-up series MVP. It's Trevor Story.
Trevor Story. Good pick. Coley, you're in for TS10.
TS10, big packets to the alternate jerseys.
Okay. T-Dog.
Yes, I'm also in the Trevor Story camp. I do want to give packets to Lucas Giolito and Brian Bayo. I think they both deserve it for those starts because you badly needed outings like that. For Trevor Story, team leading 13th game this season with 3 or more RBI. He's also tied for the most 3-run homers in all of baseball with 7. The others are Junior Caminero, Seiya Suzuki, and Pete Alonso.
And the Red Sox have the most 3-run home runs as a team. They're tied with the Dodgers. Do I see that
Correct.
right? Or more?
Yeah. And when there's
Love
2
that.
outs and the ball gets hit in that direction, the inning's over. And you always know it's over, and I love that.
Alex Bregman did hit 571 in the series with a 1381 OPS.
Good defense, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he bobbled one leg.
It was
yeah.
a little shaky at times. But
The bare hand was pretty beautiful.
He had good
it's
bare
not a-
hand
it's-
defense in this series.
It's not the OPS award, okay? It's the Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP. And when you think about TS10, you think about catch-up. And the walk-off knock in Game 1, the 3-run tink in Game 2, some great plays defensively. Like there's a lot of times where, you know, a ground ball is hit to the left side, and I see TS10. Honestly, like, what's interesting is sometimes he'll go backhand in front of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever notice that about him?
Yeah.
He likes throwing off platform.
He
Yeah,
does.
like, you know,
he's really good at it.
instead of like, I don't know, like your stereotypical just like palms up right in front of you, sometimes he'll go backhand and scoop it in front of himself, which is it just
I think
looks
it's a
cooler.
balance. I think it's a balance thing with his steps, because to square it, he would have to like bring that right leg around, and then he has to almost reset to throw. I think this allows him in all one motion to throw it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just smooth. Like he's smooth defensively. I love when he bat flips. 2 huge hits in the 2 games that they did win. So my Clark's Catch-Up Series MVP is TS10. Yes, Tyler?
I just want to give credit to Trevor Story's arm strength. 25th percentile in 23. It was 23rd percentile in 24. This year, it's up to the 39th percentile.
There
So
you
you
go.
are
Yes.
seeing his arm get stronger. Also, a packet to Ceddanne Rafaela for that 10-pitch at bat against Sammy.
Definitely not your turn anymore. But
Sorry. I want to acknowledge that too.
Yeah.
Pinky up during ketchup's crazy.
That was
Crazy.
That should be
crazy.
after the segment you get called.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, again, we're talking about a dude that
Facts.
dumbass idiots in May were like, DFA this guy. You've got no
Moron.
choice. Bench him, DFA him. You got to do something. And here he is, just probably well on his way to another Clark's Ketchup Series MVP. First up for the panel, Jemai Webster says, it'll leave a bad taste in your mouth, but it's Trevor's story. Sad face. Because of the series, not because, Trevor's story.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. Next up, Will Middlebrooks. Gimme fucking story. Don't even want to text about it when they lose game 3, especially like that. That's another one for TS10. OB talking Sox. I said brutal series loss. I mean, brutal loss, but still Ketchup, and he says it was. But Story had 2 big games. Trevor Story. Next up, it's TC. Tom Karen. And it will not be unanimous, folks, because TC goes Chapman because they can't win without him. I like the logic.
Fair logic. TC was fired up in the postgame today.
It was good.
Yeah. Loomer. Story. Just a quick story. I fucked up and didn't play Hog Deal at the beginning. But we can do that now. Let's see how long it is. Oh, it's loading. The fuck?
Oof.
While that loads, Trevor's story, as good as he's been, and he's been excellent, still rocking a 725 OPS on the season. That's how low the lows were.
It's crazy looking at his Savant and thinking this guy's just crushing everyone in ketchup. It makes no sense.
It's so blue.
It's so blue.
His Savant page is blue?
Oh,
All
big
blue.
Yeah.
His range is blue. His much improved arm strength T just blew him for super
Even
blue.
that's below average.
Yep.
He's just running fast
blue.
per baseball savant. He's
That should be his
running
walk goes
fast.
on. Bobbity,
Hits the ball hard.
bobbity.
Yeah. And he hits the ball hard because even his expected slug is lower than what it actually is. Like
Everything's
This guy's-
bad. This guy
Dude,
sucks.
you can say this about Brian Bayo. You can say this about Lucas Giolito. The Red Sox are the anti-baseball savant team.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know
Bayo's this
why
blue.
I can't fucking open this.
Look at Bayos.
No, Bayos does not look like this. It's
Not
not
to
like an
that
ace.
level.
Doesn't look like an
Giolito's
ace,
looks
but-
like this.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I wish there was a stat that was like series defining plays. Like what percentage do you have of your roster? That's why he's winning these catch-ups. He's always in the highlights.
That is what the catch-up is, kind of, as a stat.
Big time.
This is annoying
Yes.
because it's working on my laptop, but it's not working on my phone. Do you want me to I'll fast forward and tell you what he said?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
Let's see.
It's crazy. Yeah, Giolito has less red than Story, but that's because there's speed on here twice.
Hmm.
This is wild.
What's going on here?
It was Story.
He's out.
Oh, it's Story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that's my bad, Hog Deal.
Love you, Hog.
Yeah. All right, I do have it. Or whatever. That's my bad, Hog Deal.
Okay.
And then Will motherfucking Fleming. Let's see what he has to say. Fox Ketchup Series MVP.
What's up, fellas? The most anticlimactic fucking ketchup of all time. I won't take up too much of your time. No long essays here. I can imagine.
Oh, that's my bad.
Is here. I can imagine the tone of this episode. And look, the Red Sox have still won 16 of 19 at home, but this should have been a sweep. We all know that. And it is about one person. Isaiah Campbell can't hold a 5-run lead. And we all know the rest. It just sucks that Chapman couldn't be in there today to close this thing down and keep the momentum. So things tighten up a little bit in the playoff race. And I think decisions need to be made very soon about some substitutions in the bullpen. A packet to Brendan Bernardino, who hopefully, or Cooper Criswell, will take this spot on the roster. Packets to Bayo and Giolito, and packets to the fans at Fenway. I mean, 14 straight sellouts. It's been fabulous. Roman had some moments. But again, the ketchup hero of this season, he does it again. All the big hits, all the big moments. I'm sorry this is not a more joyous drizzling. But of course, the Clark's Ketchup Series MVP, even I can't fuck this one up, is Trevor motherfucking Story.
Greg motherfucking Breslow.
Yeah.
Damn.
TS10. How many is this?
You got to see it go in, right? You got to see the shot go in. That's what this one is. That's 6 for TS10. Obviously, the leader this season.
Damn.
Next closest is Breggy and Abreu with 3 each.
6 Clark's Ketchup Series MVPs for TS10. The man with the bluest baseball savant you ever see.
It's wild.
He just shows up, drizzles it, smell you later.
What is he, 23 for 23 now?
What's up?
Stolen bases, 23 for 23 or 22?
Yeah, he's just never going to get thrown out.
22, right?
I think, it's one of the two.
We talk about those YouTube highlights a decent amount that they mash up together. MLB, they do a great job of that. Stories all over those, every series. It's like both sides of the ball. He's all over, regardless of the bluest savant in the history of baseball. He is. If there's big moments, he's doing them.
So he doesn't stink, you mean?
He doesn't stink, no, but he's got a feel for when the moment matters the most.
So, like, if he did stink, would you recommend Mando, Steve?
Oh, yeah, big time. Absolutely. I would do that.
But he doesn't, so you wouldn't.
So you wouldn't?
Not going to recommend it because he doesn't stink.
But why wouldn't you recommend, like, don't you want him to smell great?
Yeah, of course. You want him to smell really good.
So then you would recommend Mando then.
And I'm sure he knows some people who stink. So you got to tell a guy to tell a guy.
Right.
For the people who stink, we recommend Mando. Just to clarify, Trevor, this is not for you. It's if you know anyone that stinks because you don't stink. Okay?
But like, even if you smell average, you could always smell better, right?
Right.
Absolutely. And if
and
you want to
do that, Steve?
You use Mando. And Mando's products, which are incredible. Mando, 4-in-1 acidified cleaning bar. That's shampoo, face wash, body wash, and deodorant all in one bar, Jerry. That's very impressive. Simplifies your whole hygiene routine. Save space in your bag for fun stuff like snacks, extra shoes, surfboard, and all that great stuff. Mando's sweat control deodorant stick is very important. Again, Trevor, you probably don't need this because you don't stink, but if you know someone that needs it, it's important. Stops odor before it starts. Look at Coley with the products. Love this. All-day odor blocking, not just masking with fragrance. Also fights sweat, double protection, which is something you love to see. Mando is perfect for sweaty summer situations. Long days outside, beach trips, mowing the lawn, golfing. I was golfing the other day. I was definitely sweating. Could have used some Mando. Mando holds up even in the heat, even on the move. Mando is for you to be smelling good all day long. Mando deodorant product options are as follows. The solid deodorant stick, formulated and powered by mandelic acid to stop odor before it starts. The spray deodorant is incredible. Also going to keep you smelling good all day long. All products baking soda free and paraben free. I know you always ask about that, Jerry. Like, is it paraben free? And I'm like, it absolutely is.
Paraben, yeah.
Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid deodorant stick, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, which I love that, giving you the options of what you want to pick. And as a special offer for listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code You guess what the code is. It's section 10. That is section 10.
You didn't ask me. I would have said that.
Yeah, you can use the code. And Jerry, what's the code?
Section 10.
That is
10.
section 10. Yep,
Yeah,
correct. At shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. That is shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them that the Section 10 boys sent you.
Yeah, let them know. Shout them out. Shout out to 10, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Always, dude.
Yeah.
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Tactical move incoming!
Stop and Shop. Look ahead. Stop and Shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and Shop, we look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and Shop, we look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop look ahead, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now, and you can get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. It's a 2-game set against the Baltimore Orioles. It's at Fenway Park. Tomorrow, Jimmy Fun Telethon. I'll be in the house for that. I believe me and Brock are doing, and I'm on for 2 hours. I think he's doing the first one or the second one with me. But 4 to 6 only on Nesson, Jimmy Fun Telethon. Very excited for that. But later that night, there will be baseball played between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Oh, fuck.
What?
Oh, come
on. Nah. It ain't like that. Between the Red Sox and the Orioles. In game 1, it's Dustin May versus Trevor Rogers. And in game 2, it's Walker Buehler versus Tomoyuki.
Okay, well.
This is the last thing Walker needs. You know what I mean? He's fighting an uphill battle as is.
And
you should know how to say
about it. That's a loss.
He's been on the team all year. You should know how to say his name.
This is going to be their worst game of the year.
I know how to say his name. I see the name and I'm like, I know people think I'm going to fuck that up. So I'm not going to fuck it up.
No, not you.
What's the name?
T, what's his name?
Tomoyuki Sugano.
That's what I said.
You nailed it.
Tomoyuki Sagano.
Perfect.
What?
It sounded good.
Tomoyuki Sagano. Yeah. In game 1, Dustin May 7-8. This sucks because like he's good. So if he just shoves, then it's gonna be my fault.
Sugano is not good. Out on that, he stinks.
He's been good recently too.
4 ERA, 4.96.
Hey,
smoke the
not
fuck
your
out
segment.
Of him. Sorry,
he is just stepping all over the segment.
God damn it, dude.
Rough night.
Dustin May, 7-8, 4.67 ERA, a 135 whip, and an 8.6 strikeouts per 9. Through 2 starts, May has been solid for the Red Sox. 2.79 ERA, 11.2 strikeouts per 9, and 9 1/3 innings pitched. His 8 strikeouts in his last start are tied for the second most in a game this year. May has had 2 very good, very different arsenals in his outings so far. Start 1 was 4-seam cutter, sweeper, sinker. Start 2, sweeper, sinker, cutter, 4-seam. Second one worked better. Clearly. May has only allowed 1 extra base hit in a Red Sox uniform, and his cutter has been great so far, holding hitters 1 for 9. Red Sox are 1-1 in his start so far. Trevor Rogers, 5-2, a 2.43 ERA, an 0.81 whip, and a 7.8 strikeouts per 9. A shame for the Orioles that he wasn't healthy all season because he's been awesome. His second outing was a bit rough, but in his 9 starts since then, he has a 1.19 ERA and a 2.45 FIP in 60 2/3 innings pitched. Rogers has pitched into the 7th in 9 of 11 starts, including a complete game, 1 earned run, 8 strikeout loss to the Cubs. He faced the Red Sox in his season debut, and he was nasty. 6 1/3, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 5 strikeouts. The lefty's four seam is in the 97th percentile this year. Hitters are 154 against it. 24% whiff rate. Also responsible for 29 of his 60 strikeouts this year. He's only allowed 9 extra base hits in 11 starts. The Orioles are 8-3 when he starts. Game 2, Walker Buehler, 7-7, a 5.43 ERA, a 1.55 whip, and a 6.6 strikeouts per 9. Walks are absolutely killer for Walker Buehler. 4 in his last start, and they were responsible for 2 of his 4 earned runs that he allowed to the Astros. His 4.2 walks per 9 is the highest of his career, and higher than his career average by 1.6 walks. Big moment for the just score 4 boys. The Red Sox are 11-2 when they score 4 or more behind Walker Buehler. They are 1-7 when they score 3 earned runs or less. That's big. That's a big note there. Walker Buehler was fine in his outing against the Orioles earlier this year. 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Did get the L, though. The Red Sox are 5-2 in his start since July 1st. Tomoyuki Sugano, 10-5, 4.13 ERA, 1.28 whip, and a 5.8 strikeouts per 9. The righty is a splitter first pitcher. His splitter is in the 93rd percentile. Hitters are 212, 285 slug, and a 27% whiff rate. He's been dealing his last 4 starts, T. 231 ERA, 307 FIP. Only has more than 5 strikeouts twice all season. The lefties actually do really well against him, 268. 788 OPS. Lefties have 13 of the 21 home runs that he's allowed. Is that right? 21 home runs? Goddamn. Orioles are 15-8 when he starts, and they've won 4 straight. So that is Dustin May versus Trevor Rogers. That is Walker Buehler versus Tomoyuki Sugano.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth.
You chew them with your damn mouth. The Red Sox host the last place Baltimore Orioles at Fenway Park for a very rare 2-game set starting on Monday. Game 1 is, like I mentioned, Monday, 7:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Sunny, 65 degrees, 0.1% chance of rain. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from the pesky pole. Jared, I'm sure you saw the video. That does not mean that the pesky pole's blowing the wind. It just means the wind's coming from that direction. Does that make sense? Game 2, Tuesday, 7:10 p.m. Eastern. First pitch, mostly sunny, 67 degrees, 0.1% chance of rain. 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from the pesky pole. Once again, folks, that means it's just coming in from that direction and not being blown by the pole. I'm noticing what's happening here. A very pleasant 2-game series at Fenway with temps hanging in the 60s on Monday and Tuesday. That is your weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth. Even when you're good, you're the worst. I think that's my reaction to this.
What's up?
I know what you're doing.
What did I do?
I know exactly what you're doing.
Coley, what the fuck just happened there?
You always got something up your sleeve, Jerry. He's always got something.
What did I do?
I saw a guy listening to his pal's request to stay silent during his segment and doing it real big.
Yeah. I didn't say a word.
I know. It stunned me so much that I almost stumbled up, during the weather look ahead because I'm so used to the thunder coming in, That felt great. I just got through the whole thing with no interruptions.
Wow. That's good. I'm glad that
Shout
you
out,
felt,
Jerry.
Yeah. Fucking
great.
shout me
And
out,
I mean, this is a hell of a show for you.
Yeah,
Can
thank
we
you.
Clap? Can you hit the clap thing?
I mean, why not?
I'll take some of this applause too.
No.
This is for Jerry.
And me.
This dude starts the show off giving me an incredible gift. Definitely doesn't mess up any names. And now allows me to do the weather look ahead. It's just, you can't teach this.
I mean, it's your birthday episode,
Mm-hmm.
Series predictions? Oh, Steve's fucking headphones broke. Or
So you
died
should
or
have got
whatever.
him.
You would have thought that he would have he's got headphones that have a battery life of 2.5 hours, but we do a 3-hour podcast. You would think get better headphones or get a second pair, something like that. But 4 hours, yeah, bullshit, dude. We've only been on for 3 hours. I mean, we did come up here at 8 p.m. and it's 1 a.m., but yeah. Anyways, series prediction, Steve. Why don't you lead us off, buddy? Series prediction. Series prediction. Let's get a prediction out of you.
Just looking forward, not backward.
Hell yeah, Jared. I have a series prediction.
What is it?
So the Orioles actually aren't that bad. They have the 8th best record in baseball since the start of June.
Oh, shit.
Trevor Rogers, by the way.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, I didn't know he's this filthy. In his start since the start of July, these are his earned runs, 0.120, That is ridiculous. The second best ERA in baseball in that span, a 1.14 ERA. So I'm a little scared of that being game one, and then the Tomikawa Sawaraguchi in game two.
I try to tell you guys that it was not going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, there's an outside. I'm not even going to say that. I'd say go higher on the 1.5 unexpected yells from Dustin May in game one. Shout out to Walker Buehler. He's going to make $500,000 when he throws a pitch on Tuesday. That's really cool. He's got 2.2 earned runs per start over his last 7. It would be nice to get a really good Walker Buehler start in game 2. I'm just kind of rooting for that because then you got the random off day on Wednesday, big series coming up afterwards. I got to tell you, fellas, this is screaming out Benny's Banana Split, and so I'm going to go Benny's Banana Split.
It's been a while since we've had a Benny's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. T?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the split as well. I know the Red Sox are second in all of baseball and OPS against left-handers, but the fact that Trevor Rogers already shoved it up your ass once, Dustin May, we had a really good start last time. The first one was not very good. I feel like we're going to land somewhere in the middle here. Then having Walker Buehler in that last start, I think the Red Sox should go nuts against Sugano. We're talking a guy who does not miss many bats. It feels like a nice recipe for them. But Samuel Basallo just made his MLB debut, just got his first hit, got robbed of a homer. There's no doubt in my mind that he is not going deep off Walker Buehler. He is going to hit a nuke off of him. It's going to look like Rafael Devers. But I do think you split. I'll take them somehow pulling out the second game. I don't love the first game.
Okay.
Jared Carabas.
I want
Fucking
Coley to
kill
go.
me.
I want Coley to go. I'll go after him.
I got the Sox taking both, Jerry.
Wow. Okay. What makes you say that?
They're a better team than the Orioles.
I agree. It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
Jared Carabas.
Give me a second. I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Benny's banana split too. Yeah, I've gotten all the feedback. Me picking them to get swept is not funny, and talking during the weather segment's not funny. So I don't want to not be funny. So I'll go Benny's banana split here, and it's just what I believe. You know, it's just what I believe we're gonna walk out of here with. I just hope that it's I hope it's loss win. You know, I want to go into that Yankee series with a little bit of juice.
8-7 in series finales at home. Did I see that today floating
That's
around? I think Jay
crazy.
Stu tweeted it out, or maybe it's 9-8. I think it's like 1 over 500.
Crazy. Yeah, it's been a lot of going into the podcast being like, well, you know, they did win the series. It's been a lot of that.
Yeah.
11-9 in home series finales.
4
That's
straight
crazy.
series finales losses, which feels accurate.
Yeah, like last year it'd be like they lost the first 2, but they did win the last one, so it feels like a positive podcast. Like that's great.
This
This year's
we can
been
just
the
build
opposite.
off this, and then they didn't.
Yeah. This year it's been like they'll win the first 2 and then lose on the podcast record day, and then we've got to dig deep to be positive.
It's actually all they were doing. What was weird in the reverse right after the break, because they'd lose every game but the
Right.
finale. They'd win the finale and be like, all right, no catch up, but hey, you know, you won this game. I think they won their first 5 series finales after the break, and then have lost their last 4. So go back to winning series finales. It's a lot of fun.
Mm.
And we'll have a quick turnaround, so, you know,
Yeah.
have the boys in a good mood.
Fuck yeah. Steven, final thoughts?
Dude, I have a final thought I'm really happy about. I just want to give a mega shout out to Derek at Pirates Cove. One of the nicest things of all time. Gave us all shirts, by the way, Pirates Cove shirts for us, even some shirts for Coley's kids, knowing how much Coley loves the Cove.
What about my kids?
They all really enjoyed the Walker Buehler episode and us doing that segment on Pirates Cove.
I bet they do,
Apparently,
yeah.
Buster Posey has the course record at Pirates Cove. I didn't know that. It's one of those like wink, wink, nod, nod type of deals, because maybe he doesn't, but we're just gonna say he does.
It's like,
which is like a
Kim
cool.
Jong Un. Like didn't he get like a hole in one on every course one time?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
very
you
similar
call
to
him
Posey.
routinely shoots in the 20s.
I'm just saying I don't see any video of it, but
I think it was like a 27 is what they're calling it. So pretty damn impressive.
Yeah.
Listen, shout out Buster Posey. I respect a guy who can make a nice deal now and then. I will mop you up and down the links at Pirates Cove. You just send the date, pal.
You talking to Posey or me? Because I'll take that offer as well.
Posey, Peralt, NEPs. Bring them this way.
NEP's the Pirates Cove. Coley's going to crush you. But no, Pirates Cove is the best. It just means a lot to me. We've been going there for years and have had a ton of fun. But yeah, they gave us free games. They gave us shirts and just really, really good people there. So definitely loved that experience. Also tied with Alan Peralt for the win on Saturday night. So that was great.
Yeah,
Dan Peralt wasn't last if we're keeping track of PO2I stuff. And yeah, that's all I got.
Sounds like Alan moving up ahead in the rankings from what I'm hearing based off of
Yeah, we're moving up at the same rate. And Dan was only 2 strokes behind for the record. We were all pretty close.
Yeah. I got a couple final thoughts.
Gary,
I usually don't have
Carabas.
Shout out Tucker Perry, who gave us tickets at Polar Park last night for Cosmic Baseball, which is literally it's glow in the dark baseball. So I always like I was like a day one Savannah Bananas guy and like totally behind their product. This is kind of like a competing product. I kind of ran into this issue when I made like some buddies in WWE, but then like we went to an AEW show and like I'm friends with some guys over there. Like I like supporting everyone who's doing
Baseball.
something good. Yeah. So it's like, yes, like they're not affiliated with the Bananas, but like there's some guys that used to play for the Bananas. There's some guys that like whatever. But they're not affiliated. But it was fun. It was at Polar Park. I went from Fenway, like final out at Fenway, straight to Worcester. Got there. It's literally what it sounds like. It's glow in the dark baseball. It's very cool. Tucker hooked it up with the tickets. Very much appreciate that. If they're in the area, definitely go check them out. It was a fun night. The other final thought that I had, I wanted to mention this on the last episode, but I forgot because I'm an asshole. But I remembered for this one, I wrote it down. The online bullying of Amanda and Grace on Red Sox Twitter, we got to cut that shit out. We got to cut that shit out. Yeah, because like I see people that I like getting in on it, and I'm just like, this ain't it. So the thing about Amanda, and for anyone that's like, who the fuck are you talking about? Amanda and Grace, they are two diehard Red Sox fans. They go to the games all the fucking time. Their love and passion for the Red Sox, like they're not clout chasers. Like there's not even like
they're
with, like
at Fenway more than anybody, dude.
Right. They're at
there every
all
night.
the games. And the reason why they were catching flack on Twitter was Amanda's a huge Jarren Duran fan. So I think people are like, oh, like, you're like a stalker. Like, no, like it's okay to be a diehard fan of someone or something. Like it's okay to do that. And people see them sitting in seats that are really close to the field. So people are like, oh, like mommy and daddy's money. Like they buy cheap tickets and then they find empty seats and sit in them. Like
don't dox them.
Like this.
No, but they've also been invited on the field by Jarren Duran. Like,
right.
He's put things aside. Like there's a relationship
This
there.
isn't some stalker shit.
No,
crazy,
Jarren knows them. Marcelo Meyer knows them, and they point them out. They bring them on the field and stuff. They're wholesome. They're innocent. They're not in it for clout or attention. They just love the Red Sox. They support the players, and they get cool opportunities. So I was very I'm not pointing out anyone in particular. I was just very disappointed seeing some people on Twitter where I'm like, I like you guys a lot. Like, why are you bullying them because they just love the Red Sox, and you are painting, like, you're almost writing fan fiction in your head. You're like writing their life story, and it's wrong. You're off on this. It's not that they don't work and their mommy and daddy give them money to go. Like, that's not it at all. So I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to say something, and it's I don't know. I said this on another podcast that I did. It's like, I see young Jared in them so much, where like when I was probably, like, I don't know how old they are, like early 20s maybe.
Yeah, early 20s, yeah.
Early 20s. Like that's the shit I was doing. Like I was getting cheap Red Sox tickets and then going to as many games as I could. Like, am I a stalker? Like, no, I turned it into a fucking career. Like, the people don't call me a stalker. I'm still like, whatever, super fan or all that. Like, I still get that shit now.
Super fan. Yeah.
Yeah, like I still get that. But I mean, if that's what you love and that's your passion, then why are we, if you even know who they are, that means that you're a diehard Red Sox fan too. So like, what's the difference? It's just they're going to the games. Like, you don't like that they're going to the games and sitting in nice seats. You could do that too if you wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. Just cut the shit with the bullying. It's not cool. And the people that were doing it, it's like, you're better than that. Like they're the people that you would expect it from, like whatever. But it's like, these are people that I like and I see it from them. And I'm just like, knock that shit off.
Facts.
T, final thoughts?
I think I'm just going to double down on what you said. I thought that was perfect.
Oh, thanks. McMahon?
Those are the kind of people you want at the park, by the way.
100%.
Yeah.
Like the
1000%.
diehards of the diehards that will do anything for this team to win and genuinely want this team to win. And like us, feel a lot better when the team's fucking winning.
Also,
so, like these are not the people to bully. These people are awesome.
They're good. They're genuinely good people.
So
like
nice,
super
nice.
Super nice. Like nothing about them is clout chasey.
No.
I am very
We've
online.
seen some crazy people. We've seen
Correct.
some crazy. These are
Grace was the first person that I ever got recognized in public by anyone. It was at that Nile concert like 2 years ago. And I was so nervous and she was so nice. Like she was calmer than I was in that situation.
Yeah. And like
she was just meeting you. She shouldn't have been that great.
I was freaking out.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But again, like I've been on Twitter a long time. I've seen plenty of like fans, male, female, that you are just attaching yourself to a team because that's the easiest way for you to get online attention. Like you want internet fame and you're doing that. You're using sports as an avenue to get that attention. They're not out here promoting a product. They're not out here like, hey, check out our podcast, or hey, follow us on Instagram for more. They're literally just going to the games all the time, having a great fucking time, and just posting about it on social media like anybody else would. Like,
Causing
that's what I would have done.
Problems.
Yeah.
No
No problems. Never. Yeah. Like, never. Like, if, put it this way, if Jaron thought like, oh my God, they're stalking me, like he would have said so. He would have been like, yeah, oh, you know them? You know that girl? Like, but no, like he has nothing but good thing. He's
not gonna
specifically
get passes
in the Netflix documentary. I'm paraphrasing. He was like, you want to do it? Like, you want to like interview someone? You should interview them. Like those are like the best like Red Sox fans. Like go talk to them. So if the person in particular that you're talking about is being quote unquote stalked, is vouching for them and calling them awesome, then what other opinion do you need to hear before you kind of just change yours? I guess is what I'm saying.
Grace, the OG with the ice cream helmet hat.
Yeah, fuck that. That's the only thing I'll say is,
you can bully him for that.
Yeah.
Definitely bully him.
Amanda's the only one that stayed strong with no ice cream hat. Hat sucks. Coley?
To co-sign all that, I didn't see any of that. That's bad, obviously.
Yeah.
Section10merch.com, redsox.com/section10. And shout out, you want to talk about bullying, Jared? Can you imagine, picture yourself really quick, just really quick, picture yourself. You are a traveling carny. You have the milk bottles, you have softballs, and then Peyton Tolley and Dick Fitz strut up and slam their $5 down in the middle of Iowa, and they just start putting holes in your whole fucking little booth. They're knocking down everything. You got teddy bears up there. You got a Charizard tee. You got a Gengar. Those are coming with me. Peyton Tolley. Is
there a video of this?
Milk bottles. No, there was just a picture.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Peyton
With
Tolley
their
and Dick
prizes.
Fitz. Just cleaning these poor carnies out at the Iowa State Fair, wherever the fuck they were. I love the idea of, I'm shocked no one's done that, like Trevor Mayer or someone. Like, I go to every carnival and just eviscerate these glass milk bottles.
Then Tolley tossed 5 shutout against Iowa.
They got loose.
5 Ks, 1 walk, got up to 98, like looked great. If Mikey Romero turns a double play, you would have 10 scoreless innings.
Not pictured was David Sandlin, who also throws triple digits. I'm sure he contributed to the prize pool.
Been a rough ride recently for him in the bullpen, but we're working on it.
It's an adjustment. It's a different role. It's a different lifestyle. It's a different set of preparation and all that shit. But
that is
triple A.
To be able to
He'll figure it
show up and throw seeds at a freaking carnival. You're just pumping in 100. They're like, what the fuck is up with this guy? Especially dressed just like an average dude. Obviously, they're big dudes, but still.
But Tolley at the Iowa State Fair probably blends in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I think that's what the average guy there looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Luis Perales too.
Oh, G1.
Shout him out.
I'm gonna just call that's the best nickname going. G1. Yeah, G1.
G1 Perales. Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
G1P.
The G1.
I texted Ian the next day. I was like, "Is that fucking real?" And he was like, "Listen, there are some people who believe it.
I believe it. I'm all in.
I'm all in."
The second you tweeted, I was like, "G1, baby. That's that's my guy." How has that nickname never been used?
It's a great point.
Like, who would be?
I mean, Bumgarner.
Pedro, Mad Bum,
Beckett,
Schill,
yeah,
RJ,
yeah.
Pettit was
Maddox.
never a G1. Clemens,
Musina.
no. John Lieber was getting G1.
No, Lieber was G1.
Yeah, Lieber was like a perfect G2. Yeah,
and we got Crochet. He's a great G2 for
For
LP's
Garrett.
rotation.
First name, we're already there.
That's why he's 2.
Oh, I mean, if Perales gets up here, the second he gets up here, we're printing the fuck out of G1 shirts.
Look, what Toley's excellent. He throws one pitch excellently.
The fast
Perales throws like 3, maybe 4 excellent pitches. To me, he's still like I'm not afraid of Tommy John. You can tell him I said that too. Like I still have him as the top pitching prospect in the system.
They're the same age.
I know. That's another reason. Like I want it more than anything, Jerry. Like G1 just showing up in September and dragging dick all over the league would be unbelievable.
Them sitting next to each other would be great. 5 inches of height difference, like completely different body profile.
When he gets activated, we're talking AA, right?
I would assume, but the way they're talking, maybe they just push him into the bullpen at AAA and say, like, let it rip. If you can do it for 2 weeks down there, get up.
He's on the 40. That is his advantage over Tolley. And
Yeah,
Tolley
100%.
does not need to be added like Sandlin probably does. Like that's
And if
that's
Sandlin
G1.
doesn't show you enough and he continues to struggle since moving to the bullpen, maybe this is farther down the
They
ladder.
move on to G1.
They're not into Alex Hoppe. This is the path. Give Tyler Uberstein a chance, please.
I like Uberstein. He's a Rule 5 guy too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I like Uberstein, but he's just not G1.
No,
definitely not.
He's bigger than I thought. I mean, he's not like hefty, but he's 6'1". I thought he was a little shorter, but
Perales?
yeah.
No, he's that was what was so strange because he's not a pitching factory guy. Like he
Yeah.
is from the old regimes, plural.
Yeah.
So him doing it was just like he was out there on his own, just grinding his dick and balls off to get to where he was. And yeah, I think people would look at him a lot differently if he didn't get obviously, but just in terms of where the system's at. Like I almost tweeted it the other day. The Red Sox really only need 2 of Perales, Tolley, Kyson Witherspoon, Phillips, Hayden Mullins, Early, Kyle Harrison. They really only need 2 of these guys. Huh?
Brandon Clark.
Well, he's a little lower. I'm talking about
you're
guys
just
like
talking upper
close to the majors. They only need 2 of those guys. Like the rotation's kind of in a great spot, short and long term.
Yeah, you got a lot of back end types. Plenty of those stacked up here, especially with Cutter Crawford and Hunter Dobbins re-entering the mix next year.
That's what I mean. Dobbins, but like Early, I think can be as good as Dobbins showed this year.
Yeah, I think he fits right in that tier, just from the left side.
But like Witherspoon, Phillips, Perales, Tolley, one of those guys is going to be a number 2 for a long time.
Wouldn't shock
And it
me.
ain't Perales.
Well, that's G1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Louis P.
Yeah. Same birthday as Ellen. Shout out Ellen, man.
Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. We're in the process of adding Ellen to the team.
She's always been on the team.
She's always been on the team, but
Not
like
contractually.
she's about to be
Yeah.
on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Official status.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she'll get a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Jake's takes. Yep. That's it. All right. Sox take the first 2 this week from Jake.
There we go.
I like that.
Quick sweep.
Quick sweep.
Jared Carabras.
Fitting.
All right. 3.5 hours. Okay, boom. All right, I love that. That's a good sode. We had to go 3.5 for the happy birthday, Steve sode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we came on, I was like, if we don't go 3.5, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Yeah. For all the people that were like, oh man, they took 15 minutes to get to the ball talk. You still got 3 hours and 15 minutes of ball talk. So shut the fuck up. I've been on a roll of just telling people to shut the fuck up lately. You know what I mean? I just don't got time for it.
It's a hell of a phrase, right? Shut the fuck up. It really
Shut
comes
the
out
fuck
good.
up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I let one slip on train today. Bad. she's just the worst passenger driver. So like she's
that's where you were going at all. I thought it was gonna be like Jenna or something.
No. So like when we drove to the Zach Bryan concert, it took 7 hours to get there. It took 5 hours to get back. And she's the type of passenger driver that if the car a mile ahead taps their brakes, she like gasps and oh my God. Like she's one of those. And I've just had enough. So yeah, we were on Route 1 today. Like I'm not looking at my phone. I'm looking at the road. And like the car in front of me like hit their brakes. Bang, they hit the brake and I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know, like I can see the brakes, you know. I can see them. So, yeah, I let one slip and I'm sorry.
In the car, though, you're allowed to say more in the car.
Yeah,
it's a different world. That's a whole different universe.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you were just like on the couch and you were like, shut the fuck up, yap it.
Yeah, that would kind of what I thought it was during the song. Shut the fuck up. The game.
No. It was like
Yappy over here.
I mean, when I tell you it's been 5 to 6 times that I've been like, I really don't need the commentary about my driving while I'm driving. You know, if you want to like bring it up after and
kids in the car.
Oh yeah, they love it. Yeah, they love it.
They love when I tell their mom to shut
Yeah.
Tell her.
Yeah. Well, because that's what the oldest one said, because she's 17 and got her license recently. And she's like, see, this is what I had to deal with every time that we went out practice driving, is she would just be like, oh my God. Like she's a very panicky passenger. And I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't gone to an accident in fucking 20 years, 15 years. So I'm a safe driver. It's just sometimes like I'm programmed to drive in Boston, which means like, you know, I'm up your ass, you know, but I know how to stay out of the cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
That does happen a lot. The thing that always kills me is the implication there is that if said person wasn't in the car, you'd just be ramming into people all the time.
Yeah.
Is this car ever totaled when I come home? Like,
well,
no,
I deserve that kind of treatment.
No, T's different. I'm not talking about Tyler.
Martha doesn't even do that in the car with me, though. She kind of lets me do my
accepted
thing.
her fate a long time ago.
She probably has like a pretty built up exterior 2-car accidents just because of all the ones I assume she's been in with you.
Yeah,
she's ready to go at any drive. Being with T, but
she sits down, she puts her helmet on, she says, "Whatever happens."
Yeah, I don't think I would have gone full
STFU.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, STFU. Had it not been for the Zach Bryan trip, where like I got like 19 of them. Yeah, like for an hour. Like I'm out here, I'm grinding. You know, fucking yeah.
ZBT led to the STFU and
I don't need the commentary. You know, you guys know, but I'm sorry. You know,
if you hadn't said train and gave us like 20, 30 guesses, train would not have been one of them.
Yeah, because she's scary. She's scary.
Yes. I think if I said that, I'd be shot in the head.
Yeah.
That's why you've done such a long podcast. You don't want to go see her.
Right. I'm waiting for her to go to sleep.
Yeah. She's just
been standing outside the door this entire time.
The whole time.
Staring at you.
She's got more hornets and brought them into the house.
Knocking teeth right out.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
Jesus
pray for me.
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, she was doing great on Tied in the 8th the other night.
On Ted 8, she was amazing.
Yeah, Ted 8. Yeah.
We need to get you another soundboard that's only loaded up with train.
Yeah.
Ad libs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Bunting.
Showing bunt.
Betty Teddy be bunting.
I think he means it too.
Showing bunt and licking cunt, right?
Jesus Christ.
There's no way that actually has happened in the universe. Someone's done that.
Yeah, maybe.
Think about how rare that would be. You're showing bunt and you're doing that. That's
maybe.
Ugh.
Yeah, I never know.
Hmm.
All right, we'll be back Tuesday night, Wednesday morning for you guys.
Tomorrow night, we'll be back.
Tomorrow night, we'll be right back here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Ba-doop, doop, doop.
Buenas noches, amigos.